It's a kind of magic.
Live from the Twin City.
It's a kind of magic.
It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
Up and out.
What day is it? Wednesday. All day.
I had no idea.
Oh, man. Where did the time go?
Let's get coffee. A big double shot for you. Keep you up all day.
We've got a show to put on in case you didn't notice.
You are going to love this.
Am I?
Really? Sure about that?
99% sure.
Okay, if you say so.
Let's get to it.
Showtime.
News Talk Sports for the Triad WSJS. That's right. Congratulations. A big sigh of relief. You've made it halfway through the work week. Happy Wednesday. It is the 15th day of the 10th month of 2025. Can you believe it? We are halfway through October. Does that even seem possible? Halloween's going to be here in 2 weeks and a day. Oh my gracious. Or maybe 2 weeks and 2 days, whatever it is. And then we're off to Thanksgiving and food and holidays and lights and gift giving and Christmas parties and all kinds of fun stuff. It is that time of the year. Do you have your red sweater vest, fellas? If you don't, you should go get one, order it, just put it in the closet. You're going to need it in the weeks ahead. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here. What are we looking at today? Well, anything but fall weather. Mostly cloudy this morning, then giving way to sunny skies and a high of 79 tonight, clear and 51. Tomorrow, sunny and 71, so a bit cooler. And then Friday, we'll continue with nice weather, the high in the upper 60s and sunny skies. If you would like a traveling weather forecast, wherever you may be going, whatever you may be doing, don't hesitate to reach out. The number to call, 336-777-1600. And Christian Snyder, our producer extraordinaire, and or Jeffrey, going to get in touch with the gang at the Storm Report for your traveling weather forecast. One of the many perks and privileges of being a loyal listener to Triad Today on WSJS. Packed show coming your way. Ann Morris is hanging out in the green room. We'll catch up with her in just a few moments. We've got your Wordle Clue, Rewind from CBS, a magical musical moment, and your TV schedule. That's all in hour number 1. Then we're going to get online. We'll help you find some websites that you can visit for scary stories. You don't like telling the same old Halloween story year after year after year, do you? No, of course not. So we're going to give you some websites. We'll share the links where you can go to add to your storytelling repertoire. Some scary, some not so scary, some ridiculously spooky. So get ready for that. Jeff Barney is going to visit with us as we get on the road again. John Childress will be here with This Week in Carolina History. And we'll get ready with Ray Fittipaldo for our NFL Thursday night coverage during the NFL preview. That is tomorrow night, Pittsburgh on the road at Cincinnati, a divisional showdown for the surprisingly, or maybe not so surprisingly, red-hot Steelers and the underwhelming Cincinnati Bengals. Of course, Joe Burrow out for the season, so really they're just trying to survive until next year. Then in hour number 3, Ty Collins will be here as we get off the beaten. Last night, we were parting ways. He said, reference Ty. I went, yeah. He goes, oh, yeah, it's one of my buddies. So if you ever need dirt on Ty, so now, should we dig in, find out what's in Ty's past? This will be fun. All right, so we'll pick on Ty a little bit about that later this morning. Dave Pulaski will be here with Pigskin Preview as we are looking at Week 9 of the WSJS High School Football Game of the Week. This week it is Grimsley at Page, and Dave will have the preview for us. And then a surprise from one of Triad's Today favorite listeners, is a super cool guy. You know this fella. You've heard his voice before. Well, he's got another great adventure to share with us. And I'm not going to steal the thunder. Just you want to stick around till the 9 o'clock hour so you can hear it for yourself. All right. Of course, I said 2 weeks. So today's the 15th. So 15 would be 2 days, 14. So yeah, 2 weeks and 2 days until the spookiest day of the year. So a website, I don't know what website, a website, bless their hearts, one of them, there are only 9 million, put out a list of the spookiest place names in every state. Now, I don't know, I cannot imagine that these are major metropolis areas, and maybe they're just bumps in the road. I don't know if they still exist. You may have to research yourself and find out. But shall we go down these, Christian? I don't believe I've been to any of these. If you
Go for
have, feel free to jump in. These are the scariest place names in every state. Okay. In Alabama, they've got a spot called Spooky Hollow Road. Okay. Alaska boasts Dead Man Lake. It's pretty direct, isn't it? Arizona has Skull Mesa. Witcherville is in Arkansas. Styx is in California. Why is Styx a scary name? Does that particularly make you uneasy? It doesn't me. STYX in California.
I don't know.
Maybe that's the birthplace of the rock band. I have no idea. All right. In Colorado, I'll pass on this one. Cannibal Plateau.
Sounds like a nice honeymoon spot.
Woo! Connecticut, Satan's Kingdom State Park. Wow. Of all the names in the world, that's what you came up with? How would you like to share that at the workplace, right? Where y'all going on vacation this summer? We're going to Satan's Kingdom. Yeah, we've been out there before, and it's real nice for family. Really, who says that? Anybody? Oh my gosh, Delaware, Slaughter Beach, Florida, Coffin's Patch. Coffin's Patch. Does that sound like a spot in Florida? To me, that sounds more like a Mississippi or Alabama place, doesn't it? Coffin's Patch. Run on down there to Coffin's Patch.
Yep.
Tell your brother I said to come home. All right. Oh, where did we have Slaughter Beach? That was Delaware. In Georgia, we have Slaughter Mountain. I don't know what happened there. Hawaii, this seems appropriate for paradise. Devastation Trail. So what happened on Devastation Trail? Oh, you know, Harold, that's where he got run down with some lava when the volcano erupted. They just got him right there. Like, we call that Devastation Trail now. It called up to him. All right, never mind. Jeffrey, stop. In Idaho, they have Bone, Idaho. Okay. In Illinois, Bloody Gulch Road. Ooh. In Indiana, Gnaw Bone, as in Gnaw, Gnaw Bone. Iowa is home to Spirit Lake. Now that sounds reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Like you went to summer camp and the counselors were trying to scare the little kids to not going out in the lake at night, right? You know, they call that Spirit Lake. Okay. All right. Kansas. I don't want to get in trouble. Kansas has a profanity in it, so I'll pass on that one. Kentucky has the same profanity, but it's a different place. Kansas, it's Blank Creek. And in Kentucky, it's blank for certain. So there you go. All right. Louisiana. Is this right? I didn't know this. Transylvania is in Louisiana. I thought Transylvania was a hotel in Romania. I'm so confused. Maine has Massacre Pond. That's got to be a Stephen King creation. Maryland has Grave Run. Massachusetts is home to Bloody Pond. Michigan also has a profanity, and it's just that word. You've probably seen the signs of it, frozen over. There you go. It's funny. If you see the sign, it's one of those green highway signs with icicles hanging off of it, and indeed, it has frozen over. Minnesota, Castle Danger, Shivers, Mississippi. Ooh, I like that. That's got some potential there. Shivers, Mississippi. Devil's Elbow is in Missouri. Montana, Dead Man Gulch. That sounds like a cowboy place, doesn't it?
It does.
Don't leave out in November. You won't make it through Dead Man Gulch. All right. And Nebraska is home to Blood Creek. Nevada has Devil's Hole. Well, of course, because it's 842 degrees in Nevada, right? All right. New Hampshire is home to Bloody Point. Woo. Ghost Lake is in New Jersey. You ever been there?
Sounds fun.
Does sound fun. I think so. Sounds like a haunted attraction, doesn't it? Where y'all going Saturday? We're going to Ghost Lake, baby. All right, New Mexico. This one's a little too specific for me. Burned Death Wash. Burned Death Wash? Ooh, somebody clearly is bitter about that. Execution Rocks is in New York. Okay. North Carolina. How did we not know this? If you've heard of it, again, I don't. Devil's Courthouse.
I don't know that one.
In North Carolina, Devil's Courthouse? Oh, we got to Google. I don't know what that is. North Dakota is Knife River, not particularly scary. Ohio is Gore Orphanage Road. I'm sure you'd love to drop off a kid there, wouldn't you? Wow. Gore Orphanage Road. Oklahoma, Dead Women Crossing. That can go so many directions. That's cute. Oregon, Murderers Creek. Would you let your kids go play at Murderers Creek?
I don't think so.
Something bad happened there. Pennsylvania has Devil's Den. Smallpox Trail can be found in Rhode Island. Smallpox Trail. That's not particularly scary. Sounds like you got medical issues. That's what that sounds like. Gravedigger Road in South Carolina. Is that home to the monster truck? Hey, can we come over to the house Saturday? Sure. You know the address? Yeah, you live on Gravedigger Road, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, no, stop it. South Dakota, Punished Woman's Lake. Punished Woman's Lake?
There's history behind that.
There is. There absolutely is. Tennessee, you can visit Skullbone. Where did you leave your backpack? We went into the store in Skullbone. Texas, Dead Man's Pass. That works. Absolutely. It sounds like it's in Texas, right? Sure it does. Utah, Goblin Valley State Park. Well, that sounds entertaining. That's not the least bit scary. In Vermont, it's Popple Dungeon Road. Popple Dungeon Road? It's an animated series coming soon. In Virginia, Bloody Run Creek. I bet that has something to do with the Revolution or the Civil War. Bloody Run Creek. I don't know. Washington is Mount Terror. Is that like a night on Witch Mountain or something? Is this one that Disney turned down? You want to do a movie about Mount Terror? Not especially. Okay, West Virginia. This is the nastiest name on the list. Maggoty Run.
It is gross.
That is. Oh, come on, West Virginia. Wow. Maggoty Run. Huh. Wisconsin, Witches Gulch. Gulch seems to be popular. Okay, Witches Gulch. And Wyoming, I wouldn't go. If you're brave, I guess have at it. Death Canyon. Death Canyon. And CNN chipped in after this list, okay? They said the 3 spookiest cities in the U.S. because of their history. Now, would you care to venture a guess there? Because of their history, not the name necessarily, but due to what happened, the 3 spookiest cities in the United States, according to the Brain Trust at CNN, are what, Christian?
Salem.
Salem, Massachusetts was number 2.
I don't know anything else.
Nolens, Louisiana is number 3. And at number 1, Savannah, Georgia. Who saw that coming? There you go. If you're out and about, gallivanting around the countryside, tread carefully, especially if you're headed to Maggoty Run. I would pass on that one. All right,
Devil's Courthouse is a mountain in the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Devil's Courthouse?
Yeah.
Off the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should go. I've never been
but
there.
strenuous trail climbing half a mile to its peak for a wonderful panoramic view.
At the top of Devil's Courthouse.
Yes.
I bet it's a view you won't forget. I'll give you that much. All right, maybe we got to get in the truck and go. Another adventure to be shared. Let's begin, as we always do, honoring the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Biscuit King, serving breakfast and lunch all day, every day, made from scratch. Biscuit King, home of the good enormous biscuit. Star Spangled Banner, performed this morning by Backtrack.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets as red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Home of the brave.
Friday nights are electric on WSJS.
Bangs his way into the end zone. Touchdown, West Forsyth.
It's the Jerry Hunt Supercenter High School Football Game of the Week, where they buy more, they sell more, and you save more.
It's picked off of the end zone. It's a touchback for Glenn.
The High School Football Game of the Week is also made possible by our friends at Bobo's Deli and Grill, your pregame meal stop by the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds, where public ice skating is going on now through January.
Cuts inside and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Oak Grove.
Our proud sponsors help bring these games to life, like Northwest Ace, The Helpful Place, Measure Twice, Shop Once, and by Mrs. Haynes Moravian Cookies, hand-rolled, hand-cut, and baked with love.
Has the ball stripped out of his hands and takes it in for a Page touchdown.
The Jerry Hunt Supercenter High School Football Game of the Week, right here on WSJS and online at WSJS.com.
Does your backyard need a little TLC this spring? It can be overwhelming to know where to start. Luckily, Ace Hardware on Robin Hood Road is here to help. Josh and his staff offer personalized yard care prescriptions tailored just for you. And right now, get free assembly and delivery on grills, blowers, and lawnmowers over $3.99. Ace knows your backyard is their backyard. Visit your neighborhood Ace at acehardware.com for online orders that'll be ready for pickup in 15 minutes.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Biscuit King in High Point in Lexington serves enormous, delicious, award-winning biscuits made from scratch and filled up with whatever you like best. Today's special is a deluxe cheeseburger for only $5.99. Biscuit King. Delivery is available through BiscuitKingLex.com and DoorDash.
Greensboro, get ready. The NBA is coming to the 336 for one night only. This isn't your average preseason game. Now is your chance to see stars from the Charlotte Hornets and the Memphis Grizzlies light up the court right here at the First Horizon Coliseum October 15th. The dunks, the speed, the energy, the show. Be part of the moment everyone will be talking about. One night, big-time action. The NBA in the 336. Tickets are going fast. Lock yours in now at Ticketmaster.com before they're gone.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up, Oscar!
La, 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 la. Everyone get wild
at East Coast Wings and Grill. Tonight, kids 10 and under eat free from 3 p.m. till close. In Kernersville, in Greensboro on New Garden Road, and worldwide at eastcoastwings.com. It's a wing for all.
Rise and shine.
Huh?
Ready, boy? It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports for the Triad WSJS. Good morning, wherever you're going, whatever you're doing. Take us along for the ride. We're available around the clock, around the world, online at WSJS.com. It is time for us to visit the Green Room, where Ann Morris, Executive Director of Dance Project, is hanging out. Good morning, Ann. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So another big performance coming up this weekend. Tell us where and what and how we can come be a part.
That's right. Well, the North Carolina Dance Festival will have its annual main stage performance this Saturday, October 18th in Greensboro in the Van Dyke Performance Space. That's at 7:30 in downtown Greensboro.
And how can we get tickets? At the door? Should we get them online? What's the smart thing here?
They are available online. Our website is danceproject.org/NCDF. They will be available at the door as well, but definitely getting them in advance lets you beat that line at the door.
Oh, I'm for anything that bypasses the line. I'm not a line guy. So, yeah, get your tickets online. Now, Ann, you're talking about 6 dances. These are North Carolina choreographers, poetry and technology, narratives and ancestry, the raw truths of lived experience, the quiet power of imagination. This sounds pretty deep. I mean, we got some heavy stuff to think about and share, don't we?
That's right. And, one of the things that I love about dance in general is the way that it allows people to tap into some of those deep things. But also brings so much humanity and beauty to the stage as well. This is modern and contemporary dance choreography, which you don't have to know anything specific about to be able to watch and enjoy. You just have to bring your own experience to it and an open mind to be able to receive whatever you get from the pieces.
Well, it's so odd that you should talk about that. Everybody brings their own experience. Now, I know for probably a lot of trained dancers, folks who do this professionally and have invested a lifetime into this, you look at a show like Dancing with the Stars and you go, oh, please, that is just a reality scripted show. And I get it. And that's true. But last night I was flipping channels and I went to Dancing with the Stars. And the stars, whether you think they're a star or not, folks, just by these celebrities, they were dancing not only with their pro partners, but with someone from their life. For some, it was a parent. For others, they were dancing with a sibling. For another one, they were dancing with a young child. And it wasn't, Anne, particularly polished. It wasn't, in a classical sense, it wasn't the world's, most technically perfect dancing. But the emotion and the passion of a shared experience was palpable. It was visible. There was laughter and there were tears. And you went, you know what? I totally get that. When you dance with and for something that is important to you, it just kind of transcends your ordinary performance, doesn't it?
That's right. And, all of these choreographers are drawing from such a human place. One of the pieces that we'll be presenting is The Front by Stuart Owen Dance. And it really explores the idea of the masks that we all wear as we go through our lives and what's behind that. And that's such a relatable idea and concept. We all know what that feels like.
Oh, sure. There's sometimes we have to go, right, Ann? And you go, I don't like those people. I don't want to be here, but I'm going to go and be polite. And it is a performance while you're there, isn't it?
That's right.
And so, and sometimes you go and so maybe the hurt is still so near the surface that you just kind of have to put on that mask and go, yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. Folks, in every step, in every turn, and even in the stillness, these works remind us that dance can be a dialogue. It crosses mediums. It speaks across generations. It leaves a place for you to respond in whatever way works. It is the North Carolina Dance Festival main stage performance this Saturday, Van Dyke Performance Space in Greensboro, and showtime 7:30 p.m.
That's right.
All right. And folks, you can get connected and learn a lot more about Dance Project online at danceproject.org. And thanks for being with us. I appreciate the visit. As we say, or they taught me to say, mared, right?
That's right.
See, I got it. I was practicing. And always great to have you with us. I appreciate the visit, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Again, that is this Saturday, 7:30 at Van Dyke Performance Space. Christian and I will be right back with a lot more News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Get in your car and get your big feet moving to see. What a moment.
Come see about me, baby.
Because Tedeschi Trucks Band are live in 25 in October at PNC Music Pavilion in Charlotte with special guest Little Feat. And WSJS has your free tickets.
Oh, you are always
And get your best seats at Live Nation and WSJS.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to goodrx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Piedmont Triad area weather. Abundant sunshine coming our way for today. A light north wind and our high temperature right around the upper 70s. We have a dry front coming our way and slightly cooler air coming in behind it. Crystal clear tonight. Our low right around 50 and we're down to 70 for the high on Thursday with plenty of sun. Chilly low 40s coming in Thursday night and fair weather Friday, the high 70. Keeping dry weather in the forecast through Saturday and Sunday. A little rain Sunday night. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Hey, this is Dana Lash. News Talk Sports for the Triad. WSJS is now your home for The Dana Show. Join me this afternoon at 2 as I break down the ridiculous politics and misleading news of the day. Don't miss The Dana Show with me, Dana Lash, on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
They've been in the car business long enough to know that family matters. At Jerry Hunt Supercenter, they've been family-owned and operated for over 40 years, with over 1,200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. They're relentless in the pursuit of 100% customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer a lifetime powertrain warranty. Jerry Hunt Supercenter. They buy more, they sell more, and you save more. In Lexington and Salisbury. Browse their inventory at jerryhuntsupercenter.com and drive home happy.
Little more to the left. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. Set her down right there. Man, those new pallet forks you got there really came in clutch, Doug.
Thanks, Bob. And would you believe I only paid $1 for them?
$1? You're fibbing.
No, it's true. Got them when I got this John Deere 3025E tractor at James River Equipment.
What? No way.
Yes way. It's Buck Days, Bobby boy.
Get more bang for your buck during Buck Days at James River Equipment. Right now, when you purchase any new John Deere 1 through 5E Series tractor, you can pick up a select Frontier attachment for just $1. Choose from pallet forks, rear blades, bale spears, and more. All yours for just $1.
Gear for $1? Count me in.
Well, sounds like you need to get over to James River Equipment before Buck Days ends on November 1st. They're going fast.
Ends 11/1/25. Subject to approved credit check with John Deere Financial. Select models and restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Wake up, it's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports for the Triad WSJS, bringing you the very best in local News Talk Sports conversation since 1930. And we've been around for a while, 95 years, and plans are already underway for the big 100th celebration coming up in 2030. And you can connect with us a myriad of ways. We're all over social media. Of course, you can tune in right here, 600 AM, where we've always been in Winston-Salem. On the FM side, 101.5, 103.1 FM in Greensboro, 93.7 FM, and in High Point, 104.9. If that doesn't work for you anywhere in the known universe, you can join the conversation online at WSJS.com. Or how about social media? Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, WSJS Triad Today. And we're on Facebook, WSJS Radio Triad Today. So have at it. Like, share, subscribe. You can be at the top of the list, the first one in line, to know all the cool stuff that's coming up on WSJS. All right, my friends, what if we got birthdays and anniversaries? Well, by all means, get out the cupcakes. Let's go. Strike up the band. Let's celebrate. Hope your morning finds you surrounded by those that love and cherish you most. The celebrities that made the big list today, born in 1844, philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. That's deep thinking right there. All right, we'll just move on. That's just, deep thoughts for such a shallow mind, as my grandma would say. Born in 1924, businessman Lee Iacocca. Actress Linda Lavin was born in 37. Actress and acclaimed director, born in 42, Penny Marshall.
I'm really going to miss him. Things are going to be pretty dull around here without him. Can I have one of those? Yeah. Not that many left. Oh, you know, these things go sleepy at the Well, give me one, please.
That, of course, Laverne and Shirley. All right. Musician, one half of the duo. Here is Richard Carpenter, born in 46. Of course, Richard, his legacy cemented in pop music history with his sister, Karen. They were the Carpenters, of course. Richard was the drummer and arranged a lot of their songs and would have gone on to a very successful career as a record executive. Chef Emeril Lagasse, born in 59.
We're going to talk about some of Julia's favorite garnishes. One of them that I know particular is that you like bacon.
Well, I do like bacon. I have a little
What can I say? It's a pork fat thing, right? You know?
Bam! That's Emeril. There you go. You may have some of his pots or pans in your kitchen this morning. You may be cooking with Emeril every day and don't even know it. And of course, that was Emeril with Julia Child. All right. Happy birthday, Chef. And Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, also born in 1959. Happy birthday, one and all. Are you celebrating today? Good for you. Why don't you let us know? We'll hang up a banner. We'll make a poster. We'll get out the Elmer's glue and the glitter, right? We'll order cupcakes with extra sprinkles. There's always a reason to party. We are down for it. If you've got an anniversary today, you've been married 1 year, 10 years, 50 years, congratulations. We are proud of you. Have you been on the new job? You've passed that probationary anniversary mark. What is that, 30, 90 days, something like that? They decided that you're pretty good at it and you're going to stick around. Good for you. That's a relief, isn't it? Have you been clean and sober for 48 hours? We are proud of you. Continue a step at a time. You've been clean and sober for 10 years. Even better. Keep going, day at a time. Good for you. Let us know. We want to lift each other up and love on you and be happy right alongside you. The number to call, 336-777-1600. It might be an anniversary from when your team won the championship. This was the day all those years ago. Why not call up some of those teammates and go, hey, do you remember? This was a pretty big day. That was fun and exciting. Oh, speaking of games last night, this was cool. As you know, a lot of folks know, I think, I used to be the voice of Wake Forest University. Did that for 22 years. Announced over 1,000 games and all that. And then I stepped away. Why? Well, nothing was wrong. And then some people think there's a big dark secret, dark story there. It wasn't. Sophia and Miles getting ready to be at high school. And I did not want to miss any of their adventures. And, we didn't want to make it difficult. But, yeah, those are our babies. And pretty soon they're going to be grown and in college. And it's too late then, right? You can't go back and say, I wish I could have, I should have. No. We're going to be there for the concerts and the programs and the ceremonies and all the functions and all the ball games. And Sophia's playing field hockey. We've talked about that several times. Last night was the last regular season game. And so the people at Reagan High School, and the girls did not know, they had reached out and they said, Jeffrey, let's do something special for the last home game. How do you feel about announcing for the last game of the season? So I said, absolutely. I'm happy to do that. Always willing to help. And so we did. And Vicky saved the day. Vicky was up in the press box with the binoculars telling me numbers, which I can't see anyway because it's all kind of blurry at this point. But we got there. It was Reagan and Mount Tabor, and we introduced the kids from both sides. And it was fun and exciting. And it was probably more exciting for the Reagan kids because they won. They scored 2 late in the fourth quarter, but the game was tight. It was even through the first 3 quarters, and then Reagan pushed 2 across in the late going. And with that win, they cemented their spot in the postseason. So the Reagan Raiders are going back to the playoffs in field hockey. Good for you, ladies. Way to go. That was exciting. What a team effort, and you did so well. And I must apologize right off the bat. I should have started with this. One of the goals, I didn't know who scored because, again, I can't see that far. I can see one team's in white, one team's in teal, and I knew it was a teal kid that had scored. And so I credited the goal to the wrong player. So, but the other people in the booth, they were in agreement. I had no idea. I said, who scored? They said, so yeah, I am throwing those people under the truck. They said, oh, it was number 5. I said, are you sure? They said, yeah, it was number 5. So I said, goal scored by number 5, Caitlin, this young lady. Well, it turns out Caitlin was on the other end of the field on that particular play. That was not her goal, but her family really enjoyed it. We heard about that later. Her family got a big laugh out of that. So my apologies. Caitlin, I, of course, love saying your name, and that was spectacular. And you played a fantastic game down there on the defensive end of the field. But and I still don't know. I still don't know who scored that goal, which turned out to be the game winner. So if it was you, I apologize. I don't know. So we'll just give credit to the whole team, but Caitlin got the shout out, and I'm sure she doesn't mind hearing her name called, and her family was super pleased. But thank you for having a sense of humor about that, because Jeffrey just could not see that far. So, but it was nice to be behind the microphone, and the people at Reagan were incredibly gracious and kind and patient. And here's the funny thing, Christian, as I was doing the starting lineup, and I looked down at my roster, I got lost on the first name.
That's unfortunate.
I looked down and I moved my finger, which I should not have done. You know, when you're reading the roster, and I moved my finger and I'm in the middle of its number, whatever it was. And I have to kind of slow down my speaking and look and try to find where I was back in the roster to get that young lady's name. I just thought, oh my gosh, Jeffrey, you know better. Don't move your finger until you've read that line. So yeah, that was funny. I think I was the only one that thought it was funny, but yeah, it takes a moment to get back in the groove. But it was a delightful night, and good luck, Reagan, in the postseason. So I know you're excited about that. Me too. Well done all the way around, especially players and coaches who commit so much time, you know, to come and work and to teach and to be wise and to help keep up with grades and all that. You set a fine example. So well done, one and all. All right, let's open up the WSJS history book. Here is Rewind from CBS.
This is CBS Rewind. October 15th, 1966.
Oh, she may be weary.
The release of Otis Redding's final studio album.
Young girl, they do get
Complete
weary.
and unbelievable. The Otis Redding Dictionary of Soul. 40 years ago today, ABC aired a special black and white episode of Moonlighting, introduced by
Good evening.
Orson Welles.
Gather the kids, the dog, grandma.
It was his final on-screen appearance.
And lock them in another room.
I'm Brandon Brooks, and that's
This very special episode of
Rewind.
The Giant Leap Backward.
Sponsored by Progressive. We make the claims process easy, so you can get back on the road in no time. It's why over 43 million drivers trust Progressive. See for yourself at progressive.com.
What else we got here? 1878, the Edison Electric Light Company was established. You probably know what they were doing. Mata Hari, one of history's most famous spies, executed this day in 1917. Unfortunate for her. In 1966, President Lyndon B. Johnson signed a bill creating the Department of Transportation. All right, all you wordlers, you got something to write with and on. Here we go. Your clue for Wednesday, October 15th. SNL does a lot of them. SNL does a lot of them. Your Wordle clue for the 15th day of the 10th month in 2025, SNL. If you don't know, that means Saturday Night Live. I'll help you out. SNL does a lot of them. Good luck with that. When we come back, I've got your TV schedule and your midweek magical musical moment up next on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Every week, millions of fans unite for the thrill of NFL football.
Today is the day. Let's go all the way.
Catch every play, every touchdown live on WSJS. Experience Sunday night primetime, Monday night football, and Thursday night primetime. Feel the adrenaline with Sunday afternoon doubleheaders. Get the scoop with NFL Preview and NFL Insider every Sunday morning. Visit WSJS.com for the full schedule.
TWI Motors, 336-602-8275. They buy junk cars or any unwanted vehicles. They pay cash and haul off for free. TWI Motors, 336-602-8275.
Biscuit King in High Point in Lexington serves enormous, delicious, award-winning biscuits. Made from scratch and filled up with whatever you like best. Today's special is a deluxe cheeseburger for only $5.99. Biscuit King. Delivery is available through BiscuitKingLex.com and DoorDash.
Heritage Hardwood Floors, they've been crafting exquisite flooring solutions for homes, businesses, and schools since 2005. Offering hardwood, carpet, and waterproof laminate, they ensure quality and style at every step. Plus, refinishing of existing hardwood floors is their specialty, backed by over 60 years of combined experience. With unmatched customer service, they will elevate your space with the care you deserve. Transform your floors today. Visit heritagehardwoodfloors.ws. Heritage Hardwood Floors, when it comes to flooring, they have no ceiling.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-791-1313. That's 800-791-1313.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Jeffrey Griffin with Triad Today on WSJS.
News Talk Sports to the Triad, WSJS. I'm Jeffrey. That's Christian. Thanks for being here. It's Wednesday. That means tonight, 6 p.m., we got a little Mountaineer Talk, conversation about all things related to Appalachian State University. Tomorrow night, it's NFL action. Our coverage begins at 7:30, a divisional showdown as the Cincinnati Bengals play host to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then, of course, Friday night, our high school game of the week, Grimsley at Page, Dave Pulaski, and Drew Brackett with the call. Our coverage begins at 6:30. What's on the tube this evening? Survivor is on CBS at 8 o'clock. The Golden Bachelor on 9 p.m. on ABC at 9 p.m. The Amazing Race gets going at 9:30 on CBS. South Park on Comedy Central at 10. Watch What Happens Live, 10 p.m. on Bravo with Jennifer Lopez in the hot seat. And the schedule also includes The Floor, Chicago Med, both of those at 8 p.m. 99 to Beat and Chicago Fire will air at 9 o'clock. And Chicago PD will close it out at 10 p.m. On the late night circuit, Jimmy Fallon's a repeat with Dwayne Johnson, Henry Winkler, and The Favors, as is Seth Meyers, who will chat with Tyreek Withers and Timothy Oliphant. Stephen Colbert will have a chit-chat with Anderson Cooper and Mason Thames. And Jimmy Kimmel will sit down with Chris O'Donnell, Jackie Ton, and The Beaches. There you go. If you're up or out and about or just hanging out on the couch or whatever, there you go. Our midweek magical musical moment, of course, in October, we are highlighting, celebrating, and sharing songs for the spooky season. This ditty was released in 1976. It topped out at number 6 on the U.S. charts. It was number 9 in the U.K., and it clicked at the time. Why? Because films were popular, things like The Exorcist and Carrie, and really just some very graphic, explicit kind of haunted, spooky, seasonal offerings on the big screen. Now, in this song, a man gets jinxed by a black cat with evil yellow eyes. And so he goes to a fortune teller in hopes that the fortune teller can break the spell. Well, it turns out the fortune teller is the lady that put the spell on him in the first place. Okay, everybody with me? All paying attention? There you go. It's a story. Here is Cliff Richard and Devil Woman.
Since the day I saw the cat at my door, so I came into you, sweet lady, answering your mystical call. Crystal ball on the table, showing the future, the past. Same cat with them evil eyes, and I knew it was a spell she cast. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you from behind. Give me the ring on your finger. Let me see the lines on your hand. I can see me a tall, dark stranger giving you what you hadn't planned. I drank the potion she offered me. I found myself on the floor. Then I looked in those big green eyes, and I wonder what I came there for. She's just a devil woman with evil she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you from behind. Stay away. Look out. If you're out on a moonlit night, be careful of the neighborhood strays. Have a lady with long black hair trying to win you with her feminine ways. Crystal ball on the table, showing the future's the past. Same cat with them evil eyes. You better get out of there fast. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you.
News Talk Sports for the Triad. We'll be back with hour number 2, WSJS.
Enrollment for health insurance starts in October. Learn how to avoid Medicare scams. What are the best plans? Hi, this is Jill Berlin. Join me tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. on the Jill Berlin Show to learn about your best health insurance options so that you can get the best care. We'll break it all down. Send me your questions. Jill at rsvp65.com. That's Jill at rsvp65.com. Plus enjoy a positive quote and what's trending new online. The Jill Berlin Show tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. on Triad Today on WSJS.
Stay tuned for this important public service announcement. Publix now carries La Blue, so find a bottle or a case of La Blue ultra pure bottled water at Ingles, Food Lion, Lowe's Foods, Walmart, and now at Publix. Your body will love La Blue. Compare the taste and purity of La Blue ultra pure bottled water with any other bottled water and let your body make the choice.
My body loves La Blue.
Never a shutdown in the government of heaven. Good news from the throne room of God.
This is True Commentary with Stu Epperson, author and host of Truth Talk Live.
Yes, there's all kinds of political battles going on right now with government shutdowns, and it is a tough time in our country and the economy. But be encouraged, because Isaiah 66 says, God says, heaven is my throne, the earth is my footstool. God is on his throne. He is in control. His government never shuts down. King Jesus is the King of Kings, and every knee will bow to him one day. Make sure you are aligned with and your heart is right with God and the government that never perishes, that lasts forever. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. A little word of encouragement during this chaotic time in our country.
Join Stu on radio, social media, and his daily Truth Talk Live podcast. Learn more at truthnetwork.com.
Hey, it's Josh Graham here from The Drive, and on this afternoon show, Wake Forest coaching legend and ACC Network analyst Dave Clawson will join us. Plus, we'll give away tickets in Weekly Positivity. So listen to The Drive, 3 to 6 p.m., right here on WSJS.
News, talk, and sports done right. WSJS Winston-Salem, Greensboro, High Point, Burlington. Online at WSJS.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
In a world that
that moves a million miles a second, Haagen-Dazs invites you to slow down and savor every delicious bite. Take it one almond at a time with the Haagen-Dazs Vanilla Milk Chocolate Almond Bar. Madagascar vanilla, rich milk chocolate, and toasted California almonds make this unmatched icon legendary. Whatever Dazs you savor, a snack bar or your favorite flavor, say goodbye to the fast life and hello to savoring the finest ingredients and the richest and creamiest ice cream. That's Dazs, available at retailers nationwide.
At Second Harvest Food Bank, they believe everyone deserves to eat. Too many families across Northwest North Carolina are struggling to keep food on their tables. With your help, Second Harvest Food Bank can change that. Together, they can make people's lives better and build food secure and healthy communities for all. Give today and become a meal maker, volunteer, host a food drive, or lend your voice and advocate. Second Harvest Food Bank of Northwest North Carolina, Shore Fair Drive in Winston-Salem. Online at secondharvestnwnc.org.
Piedmont Triad area weather. Abundant sunshine coming our way for today. A light north wind and our high temperature right around the upper 70s. We have a dry front coming our way and slightly cooler air coming in behind it. Crystal clear tonight. Our low right around 50 and we're down to 70 for the high on Thursday with plenty of sun. Chilly low 40s coming in Thursday night and fair weather Friday, the high 70. Keeping dry weather in the forecast through Saturday and Sunday. A little rain Sunday night. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Tedeschi Trucks Band. Live in 25. One of the best live bands in the world, Tedeschi Trucks Band. Live at PNC Music Pavilion, Charlotte. Saturday, October 18th. With special guest Little Feat. Get tickets now at livenation.com. part of the Mattress Warehouse Concert Series.
Hey, you over there.
Who, me?
Yeah. Is your garage door groaning more than your grandpa's old recliner? Maybe now's the time to sneak over to Precision Garage Door. With $250 off new double doors and $150 off singles, your garage makeover just got exciting. Plus, ask about military and senior discounts. Come on, your dream garage is closer than you think. Precision Garage Door in the Triad. Online at PrecisionDoorNC.com.
Got it. PrecisionDoorNC.com.
Plug-in hybrid vehicles are all the rage right now. Pair luxury driving with progressive technology at Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem. Explore the all-new GLC 350 and the GLE 450 plug-in hybrids at Mercedes-Benz. Get exceptional pricing, rebates up to $9,500, and interest rates as low as 1.99%. Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem, heavily invested in the community for over 50 years. On select vehicles, visit Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem for full details.
It's a kind of magic.
Live from the Twin City,
It's a kind of magic.
it's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
Pick up sleepyhead. Up and out.
What day is it? Wednesday.
Wednesday?
All day.
I had no idea.
Oh, man. Where did the time go?
Let's get a coffee. A big double shot for you. Keep you up all day.
We've got a show to put on in case you didn't notice.
You are going to love this.
Am I?
Am I?
Really? Sure about that?
99% sure.
Okay, if you say so.
Let's get to it.
Showtime.
News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS, 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Good morning. Welcome to hour number 2 of the big show. I'm Jeffrey Griffin alongside Christian Snyder. Thanks for being here, folks. Don't touch that dial. Never can tell when Christian and I might get in the mood to give away some stuff. We've got tickets for Tedeschi Truck Band. They're coming up this Saturday in Charlotte, PNC Music Pavilion with special guest Little Feat, the B-52s and Devo sharing the stage. That is the next Friday, October 24th in the Queen City, PNC Music Pavilion. Folks, we could say right now, we could be later this hour, could be in the 9 o'clock hour, might be tomorrow. Call your friends, text everybody, tell your neighbors, say Christian and Jeffrey got the good stuff. Get ready to win. We've also got Wake Forest football coming up Saturday, October 25th. So a week and a half out. That'll be at a Legacy Stadium. The Deacons coming off 2 big road wins. So the Deeks are what? Red hot. See if they can keep on keeping on against SMU. That's coming up Saturday, October 25th. And how about some top 25 basketball? The Wolfpack of North Carolina State and the Volunteers of Tennessee. That's right. They are going to clash. It's the Battle in the Borough at First Horizon Coliseum the first week of November. It is Tuesday, November 4th. Tennessee and the Pack. Women's hoops. It is right around the corner. They're already practicing, getting after it, going hard, right? That is a 4 o'clock tip time, a Tuesday afternoon. 4 o'clock tip. We'll even, Christian and I will write you a note for work if you need to sneak out early. Do what you need to do. Don't miss the Battle in the Borough at First Horizon Coliseum, NC State and Tennessee. We've got all those and maybe some more. The best way to find out is to don't touch that dial. Stick around, find out. Have you programmed your mobile device, right? You know what number to call, 336-777-1600. It is time for us to get online. And of course, in the midst of spooky season, we want to be sure that you've got enough scary stories to share in the car, during lunch, at the dinner table, out around the fire pit, in the backyard, wherever you may be. Be sure that you can discombobulate and terrify those within the reach of your voice. So don't tell the same old stories you've been telling for years, right? No, get some new ones. There's always another adventure, something else to discover. So these are websites that can help you do just that. These stories that we'll all share with you today, or the sites for these stories, all tend to be on the brief side. So it's not a story that's going to take you a half an hour to tell. Just go in, read it, and then make it your own. Change the details if you need to. Reword it a little bit. Own it. Tell it. Share it. Here we go. The first website is American Literature. Now, as you might expect, it's dedicated to the best literary work from American authors in one place. It's a noble effort, and the result is to our benefit, a tremendous resource for students, teachers, readers. It does have a dark side. The site presents an extensive collection of short tales that they dub Gothic Ghost Horror and Weird Library. And some of these are old stories, some of these are new. Chock full by folks like Edgar Allan Poe, Mary Shelley. It also has several chilling one-offs and a link to a separate gallery of Halloween-specific stories. So if you like scary short stories with a bit of age on them, this is the site for you. That is American Literature. Another one, Creepy Little Stories. This is the web home of a writer that goes by the name of Riley Weidler. It's a fairly small site, and there are about a dozen stories. They're all worthy of a read and make you want more. So if you're unfamiliar with Riley Weidler, I was when I went and checked it out. There's a handful of stories there. You might find one or two that you want to add to your repertoire of spooky storytelling. Here's another one, East of the Web. Now, this is a huge website. It's short stories, thousands of tales, literally. You can peruse nearly 500,000 monthly visitors doing what you do. East of the Web offers something for almost every literary taste. Horror is no exception. The site has a rich selection of scary short stories that it covers just about all the subgenres. And they go from a single page to more than 30 pages. So if if you want to do a story in parts, maybe over the next 2 weeks and 2 days, you could tell a little bit more of the story each day. Keep your kids' attention, right? You could go home, read a couple more pages, share that. That would be a fun thing to do. You could spend days literally in the dark corners of East of the Web before you get tired of what you find. That is East of the Web. Here's another one, Gothic Horror Stories. It's dedicated to mysteries, curiosities, magical, enchanted ghost stories from long ago to the ones that everybody knows. These places are still stained with the dyes of history. It's formulated kind of like a journal of that journey through the weird and unfamiliar. It's a breakdown of classic horror tales, personal visits to some of the most haunted places on earth. The author, it's a guy named Todd Attenberry, has a distinctive flair. It's kind of an extra layer of darkness and mystique, will leave you shivering with chills up and down your spine. So there you go. That is Gothic Horror Stories. I don't know if you want to go to Todd's house for Halloween. I'm just saying. I'm sure he's a lovely guy, but just stick with the story and make it your own. Here's one, Poe Stories. Of course, we're talking about Edgar Allan Poe. It's been 170 years since his death. Poe still inspires awe and terror with tales of the macabre. Generation after generation of readers pours through his works. PoeStories.com. They celebrate Poe's influence. They've collected short stories and his poetry in one place. They are easily available and accessible. The website is quite intuitive. They also provide summaries, an image gallery, a forum if you want to engage others. What does this mean? What did you think about this? Well, intensify the reading experience. So there you go. Here's one for you, Scary for Kids. Now, of course, most of us discovered our love for scary stories when we were kids. Yeah, I mean, you hear a bump in the night, you think there's a monster in the bed, you go running into mom and dad's room, right? But it was kind of a thrill also. It was fun and exciting to imagine what was really happening out there in the dark when you fell asleep. So Scary for Kids celebrates this sword of darkness and the exhilaration, but it brings out the best of the scary web for kids all in one place. There are games, there are pictures, there are movies. They have more than 50 scary short stories. It's can't miss if you want to be sure that your kid, whatever age, maybe doesn't sleep too well tonight. Beware, the stories really will scare all of us. You don't have to just be a kid. The site's tagline is even scarier for adults. Here's another short and scary stories. It's a community that brings readers and writers together to share tales. You can submit your own story. You can read other people's nightmares. They've got true stories, supernatural stories, suspense, thriller, kid stories, Halloween, and zombie stories. I've never really been into the zombie stories, but to each their own. Whatever genre you choose to follow, your path will be filled with shadows and chills as you work through page after page. Well, that makes me not even want to go to that website at all. So, all right, just maybe go in the daylight and get your scary story. All right, shortstory.me, shortstory.me. Their tagline, because everyone loves a short story. Truer words never been typed, y'all. You will find that Short Story fills the niche through an interface that presents page after page of crime, fantasy, romance, and horror. They've got right now about 200 horror stories in the offering. They will keep you busy for quite a while, okay? When your creative juices have been sufficiently stoked, you can write your own and submit it for inclusion at shortstory.me. All right. How about Slightly Warped? Now, don't point fingers when you do that. Slightly Warped. It's one of the oldest functioning websites on the internet. Slightly Warped has all kinds of funny, absurd, interesting, attention-getting adjectives to web trotters around the world. Slightly Warped maintains a set of horror stories. You can check them out. Don't neglect the rest of the website, though. You'll find something every time you visit. So whatever you're looking for, it's a little bit off kilter, a little bit different. It might make you stop and think or tilt your head to the side. Slightly Warped may be the website for you. The Scary Story. So Lake Lopez is an author who specializes in horror. Does a pretty good job too. Full-length books and collections of short stories. He's not stingy. He offers up a selection of his short fiction for free. They're available at The Scary Story. I got two more to share with you this morning. True Ghost Tales. It's been online for several years now. It's grown into one of the web's largest collections of spooky tidbits that has historical narratives, tales of true hauntings. It is a compelling for dark side lovers and aficionados. There is a combination of real encounters and stories that are just fanciful. While the writing is not always at the same quality you might desire from professional writers, these are real folks sharing what they claim to be their real experience. So there is a genuineness at True Ghost Tales that you may not find elsewhere in your mainstream published literature. And one more, writing.com. They have a daily challenge. Now, if you're not familiar with it, it's a site for primarily writers that are looking to get better. And it's been established for more than a decade. And then the readers, we get the best part of that. We get to go in and read the latest stories for free. You may like them. You may not like them. Go and find for yourself. The Daily Flash Fiction Challenge. Writers are presented with a writing prompt, and they write a story in 300 words or less. They have on average about 10 stories a day being added to the website. So you would, and some days I'm sure you'll go, I don't like any of these stories. You may go another day and you find 3 or 4 that you like. And all of a sudden, your ghost story repertoire is booming. Get out there and enjoy. Share the stories this spooky season. All right, it is 8:17. We're going to take another break. There you go. We'll be back online next week with Clay Farrington. But coming up next, on the road again, we are headed to the Saxaphahawk General Store with Jeff Barney. This is super cool. I think you're going to like the adventure. Next on News Talk Sports with the Triad, WSJS.
It's the Cosmic De-Evolution Tour with the B-52s and Devo. That's right, the B-52s and Devo together for one big show. October 24th, PNC Music Pavilion, Charlotte. Tickets on sale now at Live Nation and WSJS.com. The B-52s and Devo. Let's go.
Public ice skating is happening at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. Join them for public skating hours, no school skate days, holiday skating, group skating lessons, and party time skating, because parties on ice are the best. Visit WSFairgrounds.com for more information. Public ice skating is open at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds, your one-stop source for entertainment in Winston-Salem.
Greensboro,
Get ready. The NBA is coming to the 336 for one night only. This isn't your average preseason game. Now is your chance to see stars from the Charlotte Hornets and the Memphis Grizzlies light up the court right here at the First Horizon Coliseum October 15th. The dunks, the speed, the energy, the show. Be part of the moment everyone will be talking about. One night, big-time action. The NBA in the 336. Tickets are going fast. Lock yours in now at Ticketmaster.com before they're gone.
That first time seeing my son, I feel like my life did a 180. He really a definition of like why he loves somebody.
Through all of fatherhood's first, never stop being a dad. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Child abuse is not a bad parent problem.
Keeping families out of crisis in the first place
is how we prevent it from ever happening.
Go to preventchildabuse.org and
let's stop child abuse before it ever happens.
Hi, I'm Jay Delsing, a two-time All-American and PGA Tour veteran of 25 years. I know the game of golf inside and out. Each week, we'll feature celebrity golfers, share their laughs, inside stories, and offer great tips to improve your golf game.
I wanna swing, don't you wanna swing with me?
Brought to you by Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem, proudly serving our community for over 50 years. That's Golf with Jay Delsing, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. on WSJS.
Hey, kids! Good morning, good morning. And now...
Good morning from Jeffrey Griffin on Triad Today.
News Talk Sports to the Triad, WSJS. It is 8:20. I'm Jeffrey. That's Christian. Thanks for being here. Christian, when you get a pizza, when you and Jenna say, you know what, we're not cooking tonight, we're going to get a pizza, where do you get yours? You have a specific pizza place that's yours?
There's 3 places, actually.
Yes.
Locally, it's, oh my goodness. Papa John's is not my favorite.
Okay.
Marco's is
right.
really good.
All right.
And Domino's are my top 3.
I've never had a Marco's pizza. I think I need to try that out.
You really do.
I would tell you, what can I tell you, friends? I bet some of you do the same. I don't think I'm in this alone. We tend to go, who's got the best coupon?
This is also true.
I mean, now, all right. I mean, this is all really, I know. So sometimes, it's Little Caesar. Sometimes it's Papa John's. Well, they got a special. Sometimes it's Domino's, right? What app works the best, is the most intuitive? That one too. And then there's always the big one. What's between here and home? Right? I mean, come on now, raise your hands. I know we're some of this together. Well, okay. All right. I don't know. I don't have a lot of bad pizza. I mean, it's all pretty good, isn't it? Here's one. If you're a Domino's fan, and Christian, you said sometimes Domino's is on your short list. Shaboozey, right? We all know Shaboozey, country music. Shaboozey has teamed up with Domino's to create a new jingle. Here's what it sounds like.
Domino's.
Play it again, will you?
Domino's.
Well,
I don't know how to describe that.
It's a new imaging. Apparently, they've not updated their image. They said in 13 years. So this is a fresh re-imaging of the Domino's brand with Shaboozey. I like Shaboozey. I'm a fan, but that's it. Dom knows. Dom knows. I see what they're doing there. The and with the M in the middle of Domino's. But can you play it one more time?
Domino's.
Dom minnows. Dom minnows.
I just think of a man named Dom getting some minnows and he's going fishing.
Dom minnows.
No, it doesn't work for me.
I'm underwhelmed.
I'm just whelmed.
Not even under it. All right. The pizza's still good. Did we need to re-image Dom Minnows? Did we?
I think they're just trying to keep up to date, kind of stuff.
I didn't think of them as out of date.
I don't either.
Don't mess with the app. The app works great at Dom Minnows. Don't fool with that in your re-imaging. Don't mess it up. It works. So this is almost enough to make me go, I'm going to try some other place.
They're the only place that is, I think, pizza. What are they called? Pizza artists. So that's pretty cool.
Know. I would say now that with the Papa John's, I love the little. That's where you get the garlic sauce.
The garlic sauce.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
The Domino's, the thin crust. I'm a thin crust guy.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And I like the thin crust, and I can get white sauce on it rather than the traditional red sauce.
Yep,
that's the appeal. For Little Caesars, it's just sheer convenience.
It's quick.
$6, $7 drive through. Give me my pepperoni pizza. I didn't have to order it. Here, give it here. Let's go. It's like going to McDonald's and getting a cheeseburger, right? I don't have to. So to each their own. But you mentioned Marco's. So I'm going to put Marco's on that's the must-try list, I think, for us. All right, folks, let's get on the road again, shall we? Brought to you by our friends at Crossroads Ford of Kernersville. Go see John and the gang today. Crossroads Ford, right off I-40 on Highway 66 in Kernersville. Jeff Barney, good morning, my friend. Welcome.
Well, good morning again. Seems like it's been about a year since I chatted with you.
It's been about a year, brother. Jeff is the guy that leads the way. Now, Jeff, be sure I say it correctly. Saxophahol, is that right?
Very well done.
Saxophahol General Store. Folks, if you want to learn more, saxgenstore.com is the way to visit. And, Jeff, is it a general store? Is it a restaurant? Is it both? What's the deal?
All of the above and more.
All of the above. So if we want to come in and go shopping, we need just some stuff to pick up at home, or we're out for an adventure, we can go shopping, right?
Yeah, yep. We've got groceries. We were a convenience store to begin with, so we kept that kind of stuff there. And then we layered on top of that the kind of sort of like a European corner market vibe. Okay. Fresh baked breads and desserts and organic groceries, that sort of thing.
And then we really get to now, Jeff, by trade, are you a chef? Did you go to chef school, culinary school, or is this you just learned it until you got it right and now it works?
Well, I was formerly trained as a butcher. Okay. So that's where I truly cut my culinary teeth, and then really got more and more interested in preparation, and worked at a place called Fowler's in Durham. Mm-hmm. It was an old place, had been there since the early 1900s, now defunct. But it had a butchery and a kitchen, and that's where I crossed over to the dark side, I like to say.
Oh, no, I don't believe that. Now, folks, when you go to Saxophone General Store, you talk about a knockout menu. Jeff, I feel like I could just, if y'all would let me, I could just stay in the store for a week, keep trying stuff off the menu, and I still wouldn't get through everything, would I?
You would not. It's a varied diet with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and all the menus are pretty diverse, meeting gluten-free needs, vegetarian needs, and the whole truly rounded diet. So you could survive in the general store for a good lifetime, I'd say.
See, I'm all in. I'm ready to go. I will make that sacrifice for the community. I will go in and try all of it. Now, Jeff, Monday 10 to 9. Tuesday through Saturday, 7 to 9. Boy, you all are pulling the hours. And then Sunday, 10 to 8. And then there are specific hours where maybe the guys and the gals in the kitchen, you got to stop and breathe, right?
Yes. Well, it's quite a crew, and they hand off really well to each other. And the store actually is open other than Sunday, about 7 o'clock in the morning. And so the retail offerings are available right away. And the community stops by for hot coffee in the morning, and we have some really good Carborough Coffee Roasters coffee for folks, and pastries and that sort of thing. So things get started right away.
And breakfast and lunch served until 2, right? Did I get that correct?
That's right. Yeah, sort of diner style in that respect. So folks who are late risers can come by and get some breakfast up until 2. And then on Saturday and Sunday, we do brunch. So we're sort of geared for that elongated service for breakfast like items.
Now, folks, as we move into fall and on or steamrolling toward the holiday season, I want you to put Saxafahaw General Store on your bucket list. Go, take your friends, take your family, do a little shopping, get ready for the holidays, and then sit down and eat, and then maybe take a break, and then eat your next meal too. Jeff, I got to get, but I appreciate the visit. SaxGenStore.com. Keep at it, my friend. I'll come eat with you soon. How about it?
We'll roll out the carpet.
That'll be great. I'm going. Y'all can tag along too. Saxafahaw General Store on the road again. Brought to you by Crossroads Ford of Kernersville. Back with more after this. News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
Friday nights are electric on WSJS.
Steps out of the tackle. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Northwest Guilford.
It's the Jerry Hunt Supercenter High School Football Game of the Week, where they buy more, they sell more, and you save more.
He breaks another tackle all the way. Touchdown, Reedsville.
The High School Football Game of the Week is also made possible by our friends at Glorified Body Well Spa, the premier wellness destination in Clements, by Black Sand Company, your landscape, your way every day.
Now looks, throws over the middle. Pass is caught. Touchdown, Dudley.
Our proud sponsors help bring these games to life, like A1 Pest Control, protecting homes and families since 1966. And by LeBlue Ultra Pure Water. Experience the difference for yourself.
Kicked off by Parkland along the near sideline, and they have a convoy of blockers.
The Jerry Hunt Supercenter High School Football Game of the Week, right here on WSJS and online at WSJS.com.
Piedmont Triad area weather. Abundant sunshine coming our way for today. A light north wind and our high temperature right around the upper 70s. We have a dry front coming our way and slightly cooler air coming in behind it. Crystal clear tonight. Our low right around 50 and we're down to 70 for the high on Thursday with plenty of sun. Chilly low 40s coming in Thursday night and fair weather Friday, the high 70. Keeping dry weather in the forecast through Saturday and Sunday. A little rain Sunday night. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
I want to feel it.
Hi, folks. Brian Kilmeade here. I'm so excited to bring the latest breaking news, sports, politics, and entertainment to High Point, to Greensboro, Winston-Salem, and beyond. Join me this morning at 10 right here on your home for the Brian Kilmeade Show. News, talk, sports for the Triad, WSJS.
They've been in the car business long enough to know that family matters. At Jerry Hunt Supercenter, they've been family-owned and operated for over 40 years, with over 1,200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. They're relentless in the pursuit of 100% customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer a lifetime powertrain warranty. Jerry Hunt Supercenter. They buy more, they sell more, and you save more. In Lexington and Salisbury. Browse their inventory at jerryhuntsupercenter.com and drive home happy.
Sweetie, come here. Don't worry. I see a lot of patients with the exact same thing.
Ever since the ice skating rink went in next door?
Or is it more than
Dr. Clark's business is heating up.
So many patients need my help. How will I find time to see all of them?
They need to hire a scheduler, stat.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? It seems impossible to find them. Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Try it today with Jeffrey Griffin, only on WSJS.
News Talk Sports with the Triad WSJS. I'm Jeffrey. That's Christian. 8:35. Looking at a high of 79 today under sunny skies. Tonight will drop to 51 or so tomorrow and Friday. Upper 60s, low 70s for the daily highs, and plenty of sunshine. If you would like a traveling weather forecast, get in touch. 336-777-1600. It is time for This Week in Carolina History, and we are headed to the great state of Oklahoma to chat with John Childress. Good morning, brother man. How you been?
I'm all right, brother man. How are you? Hey, send us some of that fall weather. All we have is end of summer. Jeez,
yeah, John, it's 79 daggone degrees today. What do you want me to do?
It's going to be like 86, 88 here.
Are you kidding me? No, that's terrible. That's horrible. It's horrible.
Anyway, enough about the weather. We sound like two old men.
We are two old men. All right, but yes, This Week in Carolina History. What you got?
Oh, well, today, not today because today's 15th, but on October 14th, 1927, Charles Lindbergh landed at Lindley Field in Greensboro, North Carolina to celebrate its opening.
In Greensboro? Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Well, and the cool thing about the Greensboro field was many businessmen from around the Triad wanted to have one. So they purchased the property from Guilford County, who was Paul C. Lindley's. That's why their namesake is.
Lindley Field. All right, I got it.
Now, Lindbergh was doing a Deep South tour of different cities and states because he was celebrating his transatlantic flight from Paris to New York.
Yes. Okay.
Or New York to Paris.
Either way, yes. But yes.
Yeah, he had to fly. He had to ride a boat back. So, but anyway, go figure that one out, right?
That's right.
No peanuts there. He visited Lindley Field along with 48 other states, which consisted of 82 cities meeting, and he racked up over 147 speeches while doing so. And he was, along the way, he was celebrated at parades around all of those cities, and that parade route equaled about 1,300 miles.
Daggone, that's a parade if you're going to have one. All right.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And he was doing, he may have done 147 speeches. It was the same speech. I'm proud to be here. Thank you for your support. I mean, oh my gosh. How many ways can you say it? That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Go support flying.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Let's see. He only visited North Carolina during that tour twice.
Oh, well,
so
okay.
that was kind of cool to land in Greensboro.
That is neat. I did not know that. All right, Lindley Field. I didn't even know that was a thing. So that's way cool. The anniversary was yesterday, you said, the 14th, 1927. And
Yep.
then we've got what?
Okay, on October 13th, 1938,
Okay.
an angel gained their voice. Well, okay, that sounds bad, doesn't it? Anyway, Miss Shirley Caesar, an award-winning gospel singer and preacher, was born in Durham, North Carolina.
That's right. Yes, she's a North Carolina gal. That's exactly
Yes,
right.
she is. She was
in Durham. In Durham.
Durham. There you go, Durham. She was one of 11 siblings. They lost their father when they were all really young. So now during the 30s, like a lot of people, her tragedy, she soaked herself in the church.
Okay.
She began singing at 10, at the age of 10.
I'm not surprised.
Well, now here's the thing: she sang in church, she praised, she worshipped. Probably ran a Sunday school. I don't know for sure. But when she turned 19, she met Miss Albertina Walker, who was a famous gospel singer at the time. Now, here's the thing: Shirley impressed her so much with her raw talent that she invited her to join the group, the Caravans.
Okay.
I don't know how many people know about the Caravans. I looked them up when I was seeing this, and it's kind of interesting. But they went across the country at the time, and they saw a whole lot of racial adversity. So you figure 38. So in the 50s.
50s, what? Late 50s, early 60s?
Yeah.
Got to be.
Yep.
Yeah. That would have been a dangerous move to travel just as a group, a women of color, and singing here and there. That's a bold move. All right.
It was. And she stayed with the Caravans for 8 years, and then she began her solo career.
Okay. And that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, it did, because she went, she was able to preach and do a lot of change. The lady won 11 Grammys, 15 Doves, and 13 Stellar Awards. Wow. So that's not half bad.
That is not half bad, brother. All right. The first lady of gospel, as I recall. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And she continued to be active in the Triangle community. She preaching at Mount Calvary World Faith Church in Raleigh. All right.
And she also did her outreach ministries in Durham and other areas around the Triangle there.
Well, what a life well lived. I mean, that's not just singing the song. That is walking the walk, isn't it?
It is indeed. She put her actions where her mouth was.
There you go. Good for her. Shirley Caesar, I'd forgotten that. But yes, a North Carolina lady, the first lady of gospel music. So, boy, you're all into celebrities this week. Charles Lindbergh visiting the Piedmont Triad, and then Shirley Caesar, born in Durham, right?
Hey, I want his hat, by the way. You see the hat he wears? He wore Lindbergh.
Lindbergh?
Yeah, it had that leather hat. Looked kind of like my football helmet back in the day. Wasn't because my head was so big. But
well, you're talking. All right, I thought no, John. Hold on, Charles. Let me Google.
Look at all his little pictures. He's got the leather hat with the little goggles on top, and the little strap unstrapped. Yeah, the aviator hat. Thank you, Christian.
Oh, with the goggles on top.
Yeah, that's the kind of hat I need
like
in
a
sixth grade.
Helmet. It does.
It does. I need one of those in the sixth grade teaching these youngins.
The goggles or the helmet or both?
Both. The both, very much so.
But
how much time we got? Because I want to talk about my nephew.
Hold on a second. Oh my gosh, Lindbergh. He kind of has this swirl of hair down in his forehead. You cannot pull that off.
Yes, he does. I couldn't get that little twist going. Even in the 80s, I couldn't get that twist going.
That's why he wants the hat.
That's why I want the hat, right?
And the reason, I know some of you went, I'm going to call the station because they don't know that it's Durham. It's not Durham. I had to tell you, when John Childress and Jeffrey Griffin and other guilty souls are traveling late on a Friday night for an unexpected road trip to Durham, North Carolina, it becomes Durham. We took that trip. We earned it. So it is in perpetuity referenced as Durham, not Durham. Yep. So there you go. Just to clear. Yes, about your nephew. What would you like to know?
Outstanding starting left tackle. I like that a lot.
Left tackle. He did. He played the whole game. There were no breaks. They went out there. They took on an undefeated team from R.J. Reynolds, and they got the win. I believe it was 21-14 or 21-7 and all of that. And so it was his first full game where he was on the field for every offensive play. And
there you go.
He gave up one sack, which I didn't think was bad. Because he had 3 different defensive ends that were rotating in through and coming out. And so he gave up one sack, but he was not flagged for any holding. He was not flagged for any movement, no penalties. And then and I thought, I fully expected the end of the game for him to be going, oh, I need to go home, go to bed. No, he was all fired up. So that was really good. We are off and running. I think maybe the light has turned on.
That's good. That is real good.
So, and it's funny because you get this. Miles said the other day, he goes, so should I stick with tackle or with guard? I said, doesn't matter. He said, yes, it does. I went, no, Miles, the very best offensive lineman in the world can play all 3 positions.
Yes.
I said, no. Whether center, guard, or tackle, you just keep lifting, keep running, keep working, keep getting your arms in the right place, keep getting your feet going. Because if the feet don't go, the body's going to get slammed. I said,
correct.
And then you can play any of those positions. I don't think he agreed with that, but you're on my side in this discussion, right?
Yeah, he needs to be a utility lineman so he can be utilized at either spot on either side, left or right.
There you go. All right. So he had practice yesterday. It was funny, John. We were doing, Sophia had a game, and he was coming over after football practice over to the stadium to watch the second half of Sophia's game. And
right.
He calls, I'm up in the press box. He calls the press box. He goes, I think I tore a ligament.
Oh.
I went, you tore a ligament? He said, yeah. I said, okay. Who told you that? He said, nobody told me that. My ankle hurts a little bit, so I think I probably tore a ligament. I said, oh my gosh, you've done no such thing. Just stop it.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah,
just rub some
that's
dirt
right.
on it. Right.
Take some Tylenol and have a Coke, and you're fine. This morning, guess who's fine bouncing around the house?
That would be the nephew. There you go.
That would be him. So we survived the torn ligament drama. The no such thing, right? He's all good.
Correct.
Yeah,
that's good. And the girl had a game. Do they play that? Okay, I don't know if it's called field hockey.
Field hockey. It was the regular season finale at home. They got a shutout, won 2-0, and punched their ticket to the postseason.
That's real good. So that's a fall sport.
It is. Yes.
Do they have a spring sport too, or no?
Miles and Sophia are both on the lacrosse bandwagon. They'll be doing lacrosse in the spring.
Okay, that'll work.
So
that'll work.
Now, Sophia, she played lacrosse last year. Miles, I really think probably he's kind of wavering. He's not totally decided. He's leaning toward lacrosse, but it's either going to be lacrosse or tennis. So you got to make up his mind.
There you go. Tennis ain't bad either.
I was going to say, last year he went undefeated at middle school in tennis. So I keep thinking, why are we giving up on tennis? I don't. But no, he wants to hit somebody.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So
and hopefully football coaches will encourage that. Hopefully the coaching staff will encourage that stuff.
Right. So. Yeah. So, all right, go teach those middle schoolers something worthwhile, will you?
Yes, sir. They're over there doing their Reading Plus. So
all right.
Hopefully we'll get it done.
We'll look into the Charles Lindbergh hat and goggles. I'll see what we can come up with.
There you go.
All right. You're the best this week in Carolina history with John Childress. Love you bunches. We'll talk soon, my man.
Love you, brother. Talk to you soon.
It is 8:47. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, get ready for NFL Preview with Ray Fittipaldo on News Talk Sports The Triad, WSJS.
It's not just a game. It's an event that brings us together week after week. Sundays are for the doubleheaders, the cheers echoing through the living room. Sunday, Monday, and Thursday nights under the primetime lights, the excitement never ends. And every Sunday morning, you're in the know with NFL Preview and NFL Insider. The NFL lives on WSJS. Tune in for football's finest moments. Visit WSJS.com for the full schedule.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed the musty smell in your home? I hope not, because damp smells mean that you could have a crawl space problem. That's where Tar Heel Basement Systems comes in, a groundworks company. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to waterproof your crawl space and get to the root cause of the problem. Schedule your free inspection at tarheelbasementsystems.com/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Better pest control starts with a better pest control company. A1 Pest Control has been protecting North Carolina homes and families from insects and pests since 1966. When it comes to keeping your home pest-free and safe for your family, choose a company with expertise to handle all of your pest problems. We'd love to be your pest control company with fast, friendly, and affordable service. Get a free estimate and save $50 on your first service. A1 Pest Control. Experienced, trusted, preferred. A-1PC.com.
Goodwill Industries of Northwest North Carolina is a nonprofit organization that has served the local community since 1926. Through the sales of donated items, they fund employment and training programs to help people find hope, opportunity, and jobs. Goodwill Industries has provided services to 26,000 people in the last year. The good they do is because of you. Goodwill Industries of Northwest North Carolina. Online at goodwillnwnc.org.
Yesterday, I thought Duke was just a basketball school. Then I witnessed Duke Blue Devils football. All in, all blue, all season. And there's nothing better than cheering for Duke Blue Devils football right here on WSJS. Let the competition beware. The Devils are coming. Schedule and tickets available at WSJS.com.
Hi, this is Aaron.
And I'm Jamie.
Join us for the CNC Auto Show.
We're true automotive experts who work in our own auto repair and maintenance shops each week. We love answering your car questions, and no matter the question, we have the answer.
Having fun each week is key, and the laughs are guaranteed.
So join us every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. for the CNC Auto Show, right here on News Talk Sports for the Triad WSJS.
Don't you wanna see me go bouncing down the road? Good morning, it's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports to the Triad WSJS. Ready, set, Ford. I'm talking about Ford Truck Month going on now at Crossroads Ford of Kernersville. You can get a 2025 Ford Super Duty up to $8,000 off, plus 3.9% financing for 72 months. They've also got a courtesy demo Ford F-150s, $14,000 off, plus that great deal on financing, 3.9% for 72 months. Go see John and the gang today. Crossroads Ford, they're right off I-40 on Highway 66 in Kernersville, or you can start your journey online, crossroadsfordkernersville.com. Get ready, celebrate Ford Truck Month. I told you my favorite car I ever had was a Ford F-150. You should try it out too. You will love it. Ready, set, Ford. Go and make it happen. Crossroads Ford of Kernersville. Tomorrow night on WSJS, the Thursday night NFL action, it is the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road at the Cincinnati Bengals. From the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, Ray Fittipaldo's with us. Hey, Ray, thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
So Aaron Rodgers, I think there was some concern, Ray. Is this the old Aaron Rodgers or is this vintage Aaron Rodgers? And it looks like you've got a top 5 QB on your hand in Pittsburgh, doesn't it?
Yeah, he was even moving around in the pocket in that Cleveland game. That was probably their best game of the season. We all knew that he could be at the line of scrimmage, read defenses. I knew in training camp his arm was still very strong, but my biggest takeaway really from the first 6 weeks of the season is, he's not going to be like one of these running quarterbacks who's going to run for 40 or 50 yards a game, but he's still athletic enough and fast enough to escape pressure in the pocket. He did it 2 or 3 times against the Browns, and if the Steelers, they can get that version of Aaron Rodgers for the rest of the season, they're going to be a tough out in the AFC.
So, Ray, I'm curious, what's the biggest surprise from a longtime Pittsburgh fan and journalist and evaluator like yourself? Is it the Aaron Rodgers that now is lining up under center, or is it this defense that's got 17 sacks in the last 3 games? What's been the most pleasant surprise?
Yeah, well, listen, this team was supposed to be built around the defense, but it didn't start out very well. They gave up 32 points in their opener against the Jets. They were fortunate enough to win that game on a last-second field goal, so they escaped New York with that win. And then the next week, the Seattle Seahawks came into Pittsburgh, and, the Steelers didn't play well defensively in that game either. So it didn't start out well, but the version that we're seeing now, 20 sacks, 17 in the last 3 games, the run defense is better. That's not surprising to me. I think if you would ask me what the more pleasant surprise is, if I go back to when Aaron Rodgers signed with the Steelers in June, I had no idea what the Steelers were going to get. He was very good with the Packers. In 2020-21, he won an MVP, his last, MVP that he won, but he wasn't very good with the Jets in 23 or 24. So for him to come to Pittsburgh and, play like he did, 4 or 5 years ago, that's been a positive development for the Steelers. And like I said, I think if they can get this Aaron Rodgers to play in the playoffs, and let's face it, that's the reason he was brought in here, to win in the playoffs. If he could play this way in January and February, they're going to have a good shot to win some playoff games.
All right, Ray. So now, and I guess all we can say for Cincinnati is bless their heart. Joe Burrow out for the long term. They're generating very little pressure off the defensive line on the opposing QB. The running game has been virtually non-existent. The only thing that you can look at is Joe Flacco, now the QB for Cincinnati. He has squared off against a Mike Tomlin defense 22 times. Flacco's won 11 of those games. So that said, does Cincinnati have a chance tomorrow night?
Yeah, listen, it's the NFL. Anything can happen. The Steelers under Tomlin do not have a very good record on Thursday nights on the road. They're much better at home on short rest. So, that's something to watch in this game on Thursday night. Listen, I think if the Steelers can get pressure on Joe Flacco and they could sack him or they can force him to throw earlier than he wants, I think the Steelers are going to win. But Joe Flacco is a pro. If you allow him to sit back there, he's got Jamar Chase, he's got T. Higgins, he's got plenty of weapons to hurt the Steelers. So this by no means is a gimme for the Steelers, but if they do get it, they'll be 5-1 and they'll be in the driver's seat in the AFC North.
There you go. It is an AFC North showdown. Cincinnati comes in at 2-4, but they've got home field advantage. Pittsburgh on the road at 4-1. Our coverage begins in 7:30. Kickoff from Paycor Stadium at 8:15. Ray, I appreciate the insight and the wisdom. Let's talk again soon, my friend. Have a great Wednesday. We'll be back with hour number 3, News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
Every morning, Triad, there's a voice that cuts through the noise. Jeffrey Griffin kicks off your day with Triad Today. True story, WSJS, where the Triad comes to talk. Tune in for captivating news, spirited talk, and thrilling sports. Get insights from Jill Berlin, Brian Kilmeade, Todd Starnes, Dana Lash, Josh Graham, and Rich Eisen. Listen live at WSJS.com. WSJS, conversations that matter, stories that inspire. You just have to be here.
Biscuit King in High Point in Lexington serves enormous, delicious, award-winning biscuits made from scratch and filled up with whatever you like best. Today's special is a deluxe cheeseburger for only $5.99. Biscuit King. Delivery is available through BiscuitKingLex.com and DoorDash.
TWI Motors, 336-602-8275. They buy junk cars or any unwanted vehicles. They pay cash and haul off for free. TWI Motors, 336-602-8275.
For the crown, for the fans. Charlotte FC will celebrate Fan Appreciation Night on October the 18th for the last regular season match at Bank of America Stadium.
This place is insane!
Don't miss the action as the Crown face off against the Philadelphia Union with playoff seeding on the line. Plus, arrive early and score a limited edition t-shirt presented by Ally. Get your tickets now at charlottefootballclub.com/tickets.
When your little one has a cold with a fever, try new DayQuil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever. It's the daytime coughing, aching, sore throat fever just for kids medicine. DayQuil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever offers fast, effective cold and fever relief for kids ages 6 and up with a delicious grape flavor that kids love. New Dayquil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever will help them feel better fast so they can get back to the fun stuff quickly. New Dayquil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
So this new dose is, nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Hey, it's Josh Graham here from The Drive, and on this afternoon show, Wake Forest coaching legend and ACC Network analyst Dave Clawson will join us. Plus, we'll give away tickets in Weekly Positivity. So listen to The Drive, 3 to 6 p.m., right here on WSJS.
We are News Talk Sports for the Triad. WSJS Winston-Salem, Greensboro, High Point, Burlington. Online at WSJS.com.
A Gain Scent Bead story. Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said, "Maraca, senor," but his nose said, "Hey, freshest scent ever." Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring a bottle of Gain scent beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, "Sir, your scent Maraca smell amazing." Actually, Jim, most noses call them Gain scent beads. Try Gain scent beads. Way fresher than detergent alone.
I went to My Computer Career because I needed job security.
Because I wanted a career in cybersecurity.
I went to My Computer Career because IT jobs are everywhere.
My old job was going nowhere.
I went because I didn't want college loans for the rest of my life.
Because I wanted a career for the rest of my life.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Classes available online or in person. Financial aid available for qualified students, including the GI Bill. 529 college savings plans accepted.
Not available in Washington State.
Piedmont Triad area weather. Abundant sunshine coming our way for today. A light north wind and our high temperature right around the upper 70s. We have a dry front coming our way and slightly cooler air coming in behind it. Crystal clear tonight. Our low right around 50 and we're down to 70 for the high on Thursday with plenty of sun. Chilly low 40s coming in Thursday night and fair weather Friday, the high 70. Keeping dry weather in the forecast through Saturday and Sunday. A little rain Sunday night. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Ready, set, Ford. Ford Truck Month is going on now at Crossroads Ford of Kernersville. The 2025 Ford F-150 truck, courtesy demo up to $14,000 off and 3.9% financing for 72 months. 2025 Ford Super Duty, up to $8,000 off and 3.9% financing for 72 months. Go see John and the gang today over at Crossroads Ford right off 40 on Highway 66 in Kernersville or shop online at crossroadsfordkernersville.com. Ford Truck Month.
Really hope you like my truck.
Ready, set, Ford.
I was overwhelmed trying to find a perfect treat for game night. My snack options were running low, so I turned to Mrs. Haynes' Moravian cookies. Hand-rolled, hand-cut, baked with love, and flavors like sugar, chocolate, butterscotch, lemon, black walnut, or ginger. It felt like a community in every bite. A family tradition for over 60 years, now in its 9th generation of bakers. These cookies are a game changer. Ready to join the cookie revolution? Visit HaynesCookies.com and taste the tradition.
The Salvation Army of Hope Family Shelter is the only emergency shelter in Forsyth County. It provides a safe refuge and the resources to give families and individuals a fresh start and return to permanent housing and stability. The Boys and Girls Club provides after-school and summer camp programs, all in a fun, safe, caring environment. Along with the food pantry and senior service programs, stop by a Salvation Army location in Winston-Salem and Kernersville today or visit online at salvationarmy.org.
It's a kind of magic.
Live from the Twin City,
It's a kind of magic.
it's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Up and out.
What day is it? Wednesday.
Wednesday.
All day.
I had no idea.
Oh, man. Where did the time go?
Let's get a coffee. A big double shot for you. Keep you up all day.
We've got a show to put on in case you didn't notice.
You are going to love this.
Am I?
Am I?
Really? Sure about that?
99% sure.
Okay, if you say so.
Let's get to it.
Showtime.
News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS. Good morning, everybody. Excuse me, I was all worked up, choked up. Good gracious. I'm all right. No harm done. It's me, Jeffrey Griffin, alongside Christian Snyder. Welcome to hour number 3 of the big show. And we are going off the beaten path. It's always fun when Ty Collins is here. You never can tell what state we may visit, who we're going to pick on today. What grown-up has made more poor life choices? Well, there's always something to laugh and giggle out and snicker and talk about in the break room and at the dinner table tonight. TC is in the spotlight. Good morning, Ty. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Jeffrey, good morning. Doing all right today?
Yeah, it's a little choked up, but I'm all right, brother. You know what, Ty? Off the Beaten Path is brought to all of us by Crazy Kevin Powell. Kevin Powell Motorsports and Foothill Ford. KevinSaysYes.com. KevinSaysYes.com. Now, Ty, before we get into it, yesterday, I returned the microphone for a brief moment. I was calling the Reagan field hockey game. They're in Pfafftown. So that turned out well. That was great. And Reagan won and punched their ticket to the postseason. But a fella that I did not know was in the press box. And after the game, he's standing up to go. And he goes, well, you all have a good evening. He's a polite, pleasant fella. And I said, all right, you take care now. And he goes, you work with Tyler Collins, don't you? And I went, no, I don't believe so. And he kind of looks at me. He goes, Ty Collins? I went, oh, yeah. So as a matter of fact, Ty's going to be on tomorrow. He goes, yeah. I said, did you call him Tyler? He goes, well, yeah, all of his old friends do. I've known Ty a long time. He said, if you ever need dirt on Ty, you just get in touch. I can tell you all that you need to know. So, Ty, I didn't have time last night, but I just got to tell you, if you're not on your P's and Q's, if you don't behave, apparently we have access to the Tyler Collins historical archives, whatever they may include. I just wanted to make you aware, okay?
I don't know who that is. So yes.
Well, he had all kinds of interesting things to say, and he did not offer up incriminating evidence. He just, so apparently he is still a friend. So treat your friends kindly. They were looking out for you last night. Okay.
No, okay. I do treat my friends kindly. Yes.
That's a smart move. So, but you don't want to go with Tyler. We're still going to tick with Ty.
No, Ty is the name.
Ty is apparently this is a friend from way back. From in your younger days, you did go by Tyler. You can confirm.
Yes, I can confirm.
All right, but then we all grow up. I mean, when I was a kid, sometimes I was Jeff, but then I saw the error of my ways, and so now I'm Jeffrey. It's all good. So I just wanted you to be aware that your friends are fans. They listen to the show. They know. So
they know.
They know. All right. So Ty,
I'm gonna find out who it is.
I'm not telling. I'm not telling who. So, we now, Ty, we have a mutual friend. So that's all you need to dwell on. All right, but let's make fun of some other people, shall we?
Yeah. That's more like it. That's right.
More like it.
A man suspected of committing multiple robberies in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
This is funny. Was spotted on Friday as he was walking in the background while TV news crew were filming a segment about him.
That's great. All right.
This kind of funny. He was arrested 10 minutes later. I mean, 10 minutes? All right. But here is the moment that the reporter Justin Adams spotted the suspect.
Yo. Hey, put the camera on him. Yo. You see this person right here? Is this him? Would it be crazy if we actually found the guy right now? Because we saw a person who was literally fitting the description who just walked by our camera.
Yo.
That's him.
I do believe that's a reporter in a small market. Yo.
Yes. Yo.
All right. It's just too good. All right. So yeah, and it was the guy, and they did in fact catch him. So that's he's got street cred now at the old TV studio, doesn't he?
He has street cred. That's right, he does.
All right, well done. Give that man a raise or something. Yo.
So from a somewhat of a small market, we'll go into a bigger market, and I just got finished watching this segment. A fight broke out at a Family Dollar in North Carolina. Yeah, here we go. North Carolina represent. This happened near Charlotte over a NASCAR shirt, and it ended with one person.
This is so good.
Yes.
Family Dollar in North Carolina, they got into a fight over a NASCAR shirt. This is perfect. All right, and what happened?
Well, it ended with one person pointing a gun at the other person.
No! Wow!
Yes.
All right. Okay.
So here is a family member of someone who was inside the Family Dollar talking about the incident. Fortunately, no one was hurt.
I'm afraid for those that are working, that are still employed there. She asked her to give her the shirt, that she wanted the shirt. So the lady, of course, told her no, she wasn't going to give her the shirt, came back with a gun, waving it at everyone going in the store. When the lady seen her, she pointed the gun at her head.
Wow. I wonder who the driver was on the NASCAR shirt. No word.
So more to this was that the particular upset person was first throwing water bottles out of the cooler or the refrigerator area, then left and returned with a gun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All that for NASCAR. Now they did take the. I don't know if that was, but they did take the person straight to the hospital before jail because they wanted to get a mental evaluation on it, which rightfully so.
You think?
By the way,
yes.
There was the person that was doing this also had the child with him, a child with him.
Oh,
so
great!
Yeah,
More
even better.
poor life choices. All
More
right.
poor life choices, right?
Wow. Okay, don't forget, kids, always get your firearm before we get out and go to the store. This is good. Wow. All right.
Family Dollar. Yeah.
Okay.
All that. Yeah.
See, if you go to higher grade places like Dollar General, you wouldn't have that problem.
Right.
Just say it. All right.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, I'm glad everybody is well and gets the help they need. I hope.
The news report that saw this in the Charlotte TV station did point out that there were bars on the windows of this Family Dollar. So
you know. Okay. All right. So choose
Don't do
wisely
math.
on your shopping destinations. Okay. All right, Ty. What now?
Oh man, this is great. A woman in Florida was arrested. Of course, it's Florida, but was arrested Monday after stealing a motorized public shopping cart and using it, Jeffrey, to drive herself to an appointment. Here are shoppers talking about the situation.
Desperation, I would say. Strange things to happen, huh?
I absolutely don't expect it to happen.
Well, I would say it's probably not the best thing to do for your longevity of staying out of jail.
I know who that guy is, but right on. Yeah, that's good. All right. So she steals a motorized shopping cart from Publix to go to an appointment.
An appointment.
An appointment. We don't know what that appointment was, but clearly.
No.
All right.
I'm pretty sure that you probably can walk faster than that shopping cart, but that's another way.
They're not particularly high-speed vehicles.
It's not like they took it's not like they fixed it and was able to make it go a little faster, but oh well.
Wow. Okay. Well, only in Florida. Bless your heart. All right. I hope she got there, and I hope Publix got their cart back. All right, Ty.
She later was seen in North Carolina going to a Family Dollar.
All right. Give us another one before our next break, please.
This is what I wanted to hear. A voicemail a woman got from her dermatologist is going viral because the employee who left it chose an odd word and couldn't stop laughing at herself. She had to spell the name of a bacteria that starts with the letter P, and it just gets funnier and funnier from there. So here's the voicemail left for Haley.
Hey, Haley. This is Kat with Babcock Dermatology. The culture came back with a bacteria called Pantoia species, and that is spelled P as in pork. Sorry. A as in apple, N as in new. I'm so sorry. Okay. T as in tree, O as in orange, E as in earth, A as in apple. And so Amanda wanted to know if you had a sulfa dry.
P as in pork. Well, I hope the bacteria is not too whatever. I don't know. I just hope it's not.
Yeah, I hope it's not a big deal because that is definitely a comic relief there.
Oh my gosh! I hope they didn't fire. What's her name? Kat at the dermatologist. I hope they didn't fire her because that really was funny. Oh my gosh!
That was. Woo! Yes, that was
okay.
Funny.
P as in pork.
You know what's happening? She's leaving this voicemail, and her coworkers are right there, and they're just kind of like staring at her. And then so she's probably saying, well, peas and pork. And then someone, starts laughing and then it just goes from there.
It's like being in church. when the first person
Yeah.
on your pew starts to giggle, it's all over.
Yeah.
Everybody's going
It's
to
all
laugh.
over.
It's all over.
Exactly.
All right. Well, there's your patient voicemail. I hope Haley's okay. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we got more Off the Beaten Path with Ty Collins on News Talk Sports with Triad, WSJS.
Hi, this is Dave Pulaski. For the past 10 years, I've been the voice of the high school football game of the week on WSJS. And we've taken our coverage to a whole new level. Go to WSJS.com and click on the high school football game of the week, where you'll find each week's game along with your favorite team's schedule and results. Also, I break down all the matchups each week on Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin and The Drive with Josh Graham. Thank you to our listeners and amazing sponsors who make all of this possible on WSJS.
Calling all wing lovers. East Coast Wings and Grill in Kernersville and on New Garden Road in Greensboro has Kids Eat Free Wednesdays. Tonight, kids 10 and under eat free from 3 p.m. till close. Visit eastcoastwings.com for all the details.
Greensboro, get ready. The NBA is coming to the 336 for one night only. This isn't your average preseason game. Now is your chance to see stars from the Charlotte Hornets and the Memphis Grizzlies light up the court right here at the First Horizon Coliseum October 15th. The dunks, the speed, the energy, the show. Be part of the moment everyone will be talking about. One night, big-time action. The NBA in the 336. Tickets are going fast. Lock yours in now at Ticketmaster.com before they're gone.
Biscuit King in High Point in Lexington serves enormous, delicious, award-winning biscuits made from scratch and filled up with whatever you like best. Today's special is a deluxe cheeseburger for only $5.99. Biscuit King. Delivery is available through BiscuitKingLex.com and DoorDash.
Whether you're tinkering in your garage or tackling big projects, if you know the value of working with your hands, you know Harbor Freight. And you can be confident knowing that at Harbor Freight, you can get quality tools at prices that work just as hard as you do. Because the only thing more satisfying than a job well done is a job well done, well under budget. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Open enrollment for health insurance starts in October. Learn how to avoid Medicare scams. What are the best plans? Hi, this is Jill Berlin. Join me Thursday mornings on the Jill Berlin Show to learn about your best health insurance options so that you can get the best care. We'll break it all down. Send me your questions. Jill at rsvp65.com. That's Jill at rsvp65.com. Plus enjoy a positive quote and what's trending new online. The Jill Berlin Show, Thursday mornings at 9 a.m. on Triad Today on WSJS.
Good morning. Time to get your morning on with Jeffrey Griffin on Triad Today.
News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS. We are off the beaten path with Ty Collins, brought to you by Crazy Kevin Powell. Kevin Powell Motorsports and Foothill Ford. KevinSaysYes.com. That's KevinSaysYes.com. All right, TC, what you got for us next?
Well, not quite. It's a peacock named Kevin. A cop in Ohio had to catch an escaped peacock named Kevin, and the chest cam footage is pretty fun. The owner told him it might respond to its name, so he used it quite a bit. Okay. This is how they caught Kevin.
Be advised, this is a lost peacock. 6 has the owner en route. We're just going to try and keep it on the post property.
Kevin, you need to go back to them. Kevin, do not come here. Kevin's coming back your way.
42 Lisbon, be advised, Kevin is attempting to flee. Oh, Kevin is thrilled.
Kevin.
Kevin. Don't go that way. Come here, Kevin. No, sit down. Kevin, don't touch that. Kevin, leave that alone. Kevin, put that down. Kevin, what are you doing? Kevin, turn around and go home right now. Wow. Okay. So
a peacock named Kevin.
Yeah, Peacock Kevin. Okay, well, and I'm assuming Kevin got home, right?
Yes.
Good for Kevin. Okay, enough of that.
Yeah.
Keep Kevin wherever he's supposed to be in the backyard or something. All right, Ty, what else?
So we go to Ohio, now we go to Pennsylvania. I think this is like the second time we've heard something of this subject matter.
No. Okay.
Gators in Pennsylvania. A fisherman in Pennsylvania ended up hooking a 4-foot-long alligator while fishing, but then it got away. It was then caught by Kyle Esplunda, who runs Jupiter Alligator and Wildlife Sanctuary in Florida, and safely transported it south. Here is the man that initially caught it on his hook, Ricky Sanchez, along with Kyle.
Excited, but pretty spooked because I never caught an alligator before.
It's only like a half hour away, so I decided wait until dark when it's easier to catch these animals and come down and try for myself. I was able to get close to it, and then I was able to secure it and put it in the car. This animal is definitely not a pet. I have hundreds of these animals, and I would never consider any of them my pets.
How big does your hook need to be to get an alligator?
At 4 feet.
Wow. Huh. And he goes catching them at dark because they're easier to catch?
Yeah.
No, Kyle. That's a horrible idea. So, all right.
I mean,
wow.
You think about fishermen in Pennsylvania where you don't think gators are going to be there, which that's correct. And then you hook a 4-foot alligator while fishing.
I'd have fallen out of the boat. I'd have been screaming all the way back to shore. Wow. Okay. Well, happy life back in the South, Gator, I guess. All right. Okay.
Why are they migrating north? I don't know.
I have no idea. I thought.
I mean, we've seen it. We've had a couple stories like that where gators moved up. Yeah. So
leave the gators alone. Let them be down in Florida. That's where they belong. So okay.
Exactly.
All right, Ty. You got anything else, brother?
Let's see. A woman in LA was left with nearly $8,000 parking bill after visiting a local hospital. She was only there for 45 minutes, but her receipt from the parking machine claimed her car had been parked there for 3 years. Here is Kate Daniels talking about getting the massive bill initially, and the parking company didn't believe her, but she eventually did get the refund.
Could be the difference between, paying your rent or mortgage, paying for medications. The ticket had indicated I was there since July 3rd, 2022. I said, well, who can I speak with? And he refused to give me a name of anyone I could speak with. I'm going to speak up. That's not okay. 2 different people have said things like this happen in that lot. Makes me think I'm not the only one that this has happened to.
Right.
A refund? So she paid an $8,000 parking bill to get out?
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, y'all better call the popo. No, we going to have this out right now.
$8,000, yeah. That's where we're going to be sitting here until we figure this out. There's no way.
Yeah, no.
That,
No, I guarantee you, Ty and I will come over to the parking deck and we'll lift that arm. We'll get it out the way. You call us. We're not paying an $8,000 parking bill. 3 years.
I'd love to have that conversation. It says here that I was parked here for 3 years.
Okay. In the 3 years, I've had a child. Okay. And that didn't happen in this parking lot. So all kinds of things. No way. I didn't spend Christmas and Thanksgiving here. No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, stay out of that parking deck. Wow. All right.
Something about these parking decks, man. Something about it. Because then a man in Colorado was stunned when he was charged nearly $20,000 at a Denver International Airport parking garage. He spent, Jeffrey, just 27 minutes in the garage, which means the fees should have been just $7. Well, here is Jim Boyd talking about his experience.
After dropping off my wife, went through the parking gates as usual. This was the ticket that I got. It shows I entered the West Garage. I arrived at 1:34 p.m. on October the 2nd, 2025. As the gate was opening, I heard the Chase Bank notification that $19,824 had been charged to Denver parking. Something alerted the system to the fact that I had arrived on June the 6th, and they were charging me for that entire time.
All right. Someone's messing with these parking tickets. Come on.
Yeah, no, y'all need to call somebody. I don't know who.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you need help getting out, escaping the parking lot, call Ty Collins, and then he'll call me. And we'll be
it's
right
obviously a glitch, but yeah.
That's more than a glitch. That's a that's an oh no. Ty, we're out of time, buddy. We'll have to resume next week.
Oh, right. Dang, I had one more, but that's cool. We'll hang on.
All right, we'll hang on. There's always fun in store when TC comes to visit. Ty Collins.
Right.
All right, and folks, Ty, you can stay connected with Ty online, thetycollins.com. His podcast, Box to Box and Fan Interference. He is the voice of ACC soccer and baseball. Stay with him. Ty, you're the best. We'll talk with you soon.
You too, buddy.
That's great stuff right there. 9:29. We'll take a break and be back with Pigskin Preview and Dave Pulaski on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
The NFL is your ticket to heart-pounding action exclusively on WSJS. Experience Sunday night primetime, Monday night football, and Thursday night primetime like never before. Plus, catch Sunday afternoon doubleheaders that keep you on the edge of your seat. Hear every play live and dive deeper with NFL Preview and NFL Insider every Sunday morning. Check the full schedule at WSJS.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at tryethos.com. That's tryethos.com.
Piedmont Triad area weather. Abundant sunshine coming our way for today. A light north wind and our high temperature right around the upper 70s. We have a dry front coming our way and slightly cooler air coming in behind it. Crystal clear tonight. Our low right around 50 and we're down to 70 for the high on Thursday with plenty of sun. Chilly low 40s coming in Thursday night and fair weather Friday, the high 70. Keeping dry weather in the forecast through Saturday and Sunday. A little rain Sunday night. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Hello, Triad. This is Todd Starnes.
Stern, and I'm so happy to have you be a part of the Todd Stern Show family in the Triad. Each weekday, we've got you covered with the latest on politics, faith, and culture news, along with the top newsmakers and your calls.
Just let me do the talking. I know it's hard to believe it.
So join me today at 12 noon on your home for the Todd Stern Show. News, talk, sports for the Triad. WSJS.
Got a garage door that's more creek than chic? Precision Garage Door in the Triad transforms your entry from drab to fab. Whether you need a new door or a repair, they've got the tools and expertise to make it happen. Score $250 off new double garage doors and $150 off singles. Plus, ask about military and senior citizen discounts. Visit PrecisionDoorNC.com and give your home the facelift it deserves. Precision Garage Door, where quality and style meet.
Thousands of North Carolina A&T Aggies fans, a sea of blue and gold. Can this really be just a game? No way. Here's to the Warriors who battle fiercely and prevail. Here's to doing it better because that's the Aggie way.
Ain't gonna stop.
The Aggies have the weekend off as they prepare for the Campbell Fighting Camels on October 25th. Hear all the action live on our sister station, AM 1400 and 103.5 FM The Light. Schedule and tickets available at WSJS.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-791-1313. That's 800-791-1313.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
Wake up, it's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS. I'm Jeffrey. That's Christian. It is 9:35. Thanks for being here. Wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, take us along for the ride. We're available around the clock, around the world, online at WSJS.com. It is time for Pigskin Preview with Dave Pulaski. Good morning, Dave. Welcome back, my brother.
Hey, Jeffrey, how's everything going, buddy?
We are mighty fine. So, Dave, I got to tell you, I was so impressed. I was tuned in. I dropped off my children at the Crater Friday night. Sophia and Miles, they were sitting across from you on the Reagan side in the stands cheering on the Raiders. So I tuned in. I said, I'm gonna check up on Dave and Drew and see how they're doing tonight. You all sound like $1 million. That broadcast is so good, Dave. I was knocked right out of my seat. I knew you were good, but that was a spectacular broadcast, Dave. Well done.
Thank you so much. And yeah, they were in a very packed Reagan section of the stands. I mean, you couldn't find a seat in that entire stadium.
Yes.
I mean, what a buzz that was going on. It was homecoming for R.J. Reynolds. And, I mean, the Raiders certainly spoiled it, didn't they?
I heard there were people everywhere. I said, yes, well, you should have gone up and hung out with Dave and Drew then. But nonetheless, you should have had them go to the concession stand for you, Dave. I'm trying to listen. Next time they're there, I'm just going to text you and I'll go, if you want something, call Sophia or Miles and tell them, go get me something. And, keep them occupied, keep them out of trouble, will you?
I mean, yeah, that stadium's still a work in progress, too. So that concession stand that was directly below us was not quite ready yet.
Right.
So, yeah, it would have been a pretty long walk during halftime to make it through all that crowd. So, yeah, that's probably something we should have done.
We should have. So, my fault. But it was a spectacular broadcast. And, boy, it was Reynolds' homecoming, but Reagan had their way, that final 44-8. And, Dave, we talked about this last week. When they start to put all the pieces together, that team's really looking good. And are they starting to peak at the right time?
I think so. I mean, they have the pieces. They have the running game that can, lengthen drives and, take away possessions from the opponent. John Evans Jr. rushing for over 250 yards and 4 touchdowns in the game. They have that elite defense that, shut down Antonio Samuels, who's been amazing for R.J. Reynolds this year. He's been averaging over 150 yards per game. They held him to around 50 in that contest. Yeah. And now Jacob Smith, that was probably the best I've seen Jacob Smith so far this year. I've seen him in person twice. And, it's been a little bit of an up and down year for him as he's been coming back from the ACL injury. But we saw the talent that NC State saw to recruit him for both football and baseball. Made a couple of nice deep throws. He managed the game perfectly.
Yep.
It's exactly what head coach Josh McGee wants out of his quarterback.
So, yeah, and I tell you, and so Jacob Smith's gotten a lot of love, and obviously we're going to talk about him for years to come when he's playing at NC State. But I got to tell you, John Evans, he's a 10th grader. Are you kidding me?
And he was doing that as a freshman last year. I mean, he was bowling over defensive players, and he's just one of those guys who, no matter what happens, whenever he falls down, he falls forward. It always picks up an extra yard or two. It's not a guy who gets decleated when he gets tackled. He is a guy who always has his momentum going in the right direction, and that yard or two can make a huge difference, Jeffrey, especially when you're getting near the sticks to try and get the first down. There were a couple of plays where he needed 3 and he got 3.5.
Yeah, I'm super impressed with him.
And, the drive. Yeah,
and I have no inside information or whatever, but you have to think over the next year and a half to 2 years, boy, the coach visits and the offers are going to start to pile up for John Evans, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, he has the size. He has speed. It's not that breakaway speed that it's going to light up the room, but I mean, he has good enough speed in order to break away from defenders. He showcased that a little bit with a long touchdown run last week. So yeah, he's going to be a guy who's going to be coveted by recruiters in the next year or two.
And clearly, you can't say it's the same because one's a boy and one's a man, and clearly, so we're not trying to be ridiculous and outlandish, but it's in that spirit of, say, a Jerome Bettis, head down, power ahead, pick up what you need to have, and you better take your pride with you if you're going to try to tackle him one-on-one, right?
Yeah, and you know what? We were saying the same thing about a certain guy from Grimsley last year, Mitchell Summers.
Sure.
Guess what he's doing right now? As a freshman at Sacred Heart, he just won FCS National Freshman of the Week because he's been tearing it up for the Pioneers this year.
Yeah, so I mean, it was a great game. Probably greater if you were on the Reagan side than Reynolds side. But Reynolds, the season there's still a lot to play for. Their first loss of the season. I think the Demons are going to be okay and looking forward to the postseason as well. But Dave, let's look ahead. Is there any rivalry bigger in the Piedmont Triad in high school football than Grimsley and Greensboro Page?
No. I mean, there are a lot of really special rivalries, and I've had the pleasure of doing a lot of them. East Forsyth, West Forsyth, Oak Grove against, North Davidson and Ledford in recent years, even Page and Dudley, which we saw a couple of weeks ago. Right. There is just a different buzz whenever Grimsley and Page get together. The entire week, it's almost like a festival. There's all these things that are going on outside of the football game itself. You have the golf tournament between the alumni. You have pep rallies and stuff going on at the schools every week. There's, the two schools separated by 3.5 miles, all the state championships that these two schools have won over the years. And it doesn't even matter what the records are. Page, let's be honest, they've been down in recent years, but that game would still draw 7,000 to 8,000 whenever the two teams would get together. Previously, it was Page that was dominating the series, and it was still drawing big crowds from the Grimsley side. So there is just a different atmosphere when these two teams go head-to-head, and fortunately, these two teams are pretty good this year when they lock horns.
Yeah, and so Grimsley and the Pirates both coming off huge wins last week. The Whirlies down Ragsdale 43-8. Page all over Southwest Guilford 57-6. Page is undefeated at home. Grimsley is undefeated on the season. What do you expect Friday night, Dave?
Page is going to have to get off to a good start. They're going to have that belief that they can pull off a first win over Grimsley since 2018. This is a Grimsley team that's on a historic winning streak right now. They've won 57 in a row in the regular season. You have to go back to the 2020 or 2019 rather, when East Forsyth beat them by a point in the regular season. It's been literally 6 calendar years since the last time that they lost a regular season game. Last time they lost a conference game was that game against Page in 2018. So, I mean, they've been racking up the wins. They've won 23 in a row overall going back to the end of the 2023 season. They ran the table, won the state championship last year. So Page is going to have to get off to a good start to say, you know what, we can hang with these guys. And they did that against Dudley a couple of weeks ago, right? They were right there against the Panthers team that, we talked about it, Jeffrey. We said Dudley's going to become Dudley again. They've won 5 in a row after that 0-3 start. And they had to play for their lives in order to get past Page and come away with a late, thrilling victory in that one. So Page is going to have to follow that blueprint again against Grimsley if they're going to want a shot to win.
Well, here's the deal, everybody. I mean, Page and Grimsley, they both light up the scoreboard. You better have all the light bulbs in working order. Grimsley, more than 43 points per outing. Page scoring just over 33.5 per game. And the defenses are solid. Grimsley giving up less than 2 touchdowns a game. Pirates right there, about 17 points per outing. Again, Dave, we say this so often. It's going to be one of those extraordinary plays, a turnover, a big return. You hope, and I think these teams are both so well coached with Darryl Brown and Kalon Hand that really it's kind of, you cannot count on the other team to make a foolish mistake or to get a silly penalty. You're going to have to make the play that's going to turn the tide to get the win, aren't you?
And that's where it really becomes an interesting matchup. When you look at freshman quarterback Brody Lowe, who has been filling in admirably for Faison Brandon throughout the course of the year after Faison injured his thumb in week 1 against West Charlotte in a thrilling overtime win down at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Brody Lowe has just stepped in, and he's kept the motor running for this Grimsley offense. But he's going to take on a Page defense that has 13 interceptions this year in 7 games. I mean, Kalon Hand, he was one of the best defensive backs in UNC Pembroke history, arguably the best DB in UNC Pembroke history during his playing days. And he preaches that. He loves getting those takeaways. Sometimes he'll get out there on the field during practice and say, hey guys, let me show you how to go and go about and make these picks. So they're following in his image, and that's going to be a fascinating matchup. See the freshman Brody Lowe try and handle the defense that's going to be ball hawking and try and come away with those takeaways.
Well, our coverage gets underway at 6:30, 7 o'clock kickoff, Marion Kirby Stadium. Folks, if you're going to go, get there early because parking and seating will be at a premium, or what we suggest, you just tune in to WSJS.com and Dave and Drew will tell you everything that happens. It is a Week 9 showdown, Grimsley and Page. Woo! And whoever gets this, I mean, whoever comes away, should Grimsley get the win, Dave, they're at 4-0 in conference play. And Page, should they get it, they improve to 3-1 and would have the tiebreaker advantage over Grimsley, right, in the head-to-head.
Yeah, and you have Grimsley and Dudley going head-to-head next week, and Dudley is still undefeated in conference play. So if Grimsley can get past Page, now, I mean, they can't look too far ahead. You have that huge rivalry matchup going on. If they can get past Page, then they would have an undefeated showdown in conference play with Dudley that could very well decide that Metro title.
Boy, it's going to be a fun one. 6:30 Friday night, the WSJS High School Football, the Game of the Week, brought to you by Jerry Hunt Supercenter. Jerry Hunt Supercenter, they buy more, they sell more, you save more. Dave, we'll see you on the radio. Good luck, my man. Keep it up.
You guys, Jeffrey, appreciate it.
That's great stuff right there. And that was a phenomenal broadcast. Those guys were so good. You got to check it out. All right, it is 9:46. I told you, big surprise. One of our favorite listeners on Triad Today has got another adventure in store, and he's going to share that story with us next on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Car and get your big feet moving to see what a moment. Because Tedeschi Trucks Band are live in 25 in October at PNC Music Pavilion in Charlotte with special guest Little Feat. And WSJS has your free tickets. And get your best seats at Live Nation and WSJS.com.
Does your backyard need a little TLC this spring? It can be overwhelming to know where to start. Luckily, Ace Hardware on Robin Hood Road is here to help. Josh and his staff offer personalized yard care prescriptions tailored just for you. And right now, get free assembly and delivery on grills, blowers, and lawnmowers over $3.99. Ace knows your backyard is their backyard. Visit your neighborhood Ace at acehardware.com for online orders that'll be ready for pickup in 15 minutes.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Greensboro,
Get ready. The NBA is coming to the 336 for one night only. This isn't your average preseason game. Now is your chance to see stars from the Charlotte Hornets and the Memphis Grizzlies light up the court right here at the First Horizon Coliseum October 15th. The dunks, the speed, the energy, the show. Be part of the moment everyone will be talking about. One night, big-time action. The NBA in the 336. Tickets are going fast. Lock yours in now at Ticketmaster.com before they're gone.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up, Oscar!
In a world that moves a million miles a second, Haagen-Dazs invites you to slow down and savor every delicious bite. Take it one almond at a time with a Haagen-Dazs Vanilla Milk Chocolate Almond Bar. Madagascar vanilla, rich milk chocolate, and toasted California almonds make this unmatched icon legendary. Whatever Dazs you savor, a snack bar or your favorite flavor, say goodbye to the fast life and hello to savoring the finest ingredients and the richest and creamiest ice cream. That's Dazs, available at retailers nationwide.
Jeffrey Griffin with Triad Today on WSJS.
News Talk Sports for the Triad WSJS. A California engineer won a pumpkin contest by growing a 2,346-pound pumpkin. Here's the winner, Brandon Dawson, talking about the big win.
I was in this position last year, but I lost by 6 pounds. This year was able to take the win, and that's really what the goal was this year, was to win one of the best, if not the best, pumpkin weigh-offs in the world. I work at Rivian as an engineer in manufacturing engineering, so I work on electric vehicles as my day job and grow pumpkins as.
He did a fine job of it, too. Can you imagine winning the world championship in the fattest pumpkin? Good for him. Speaking of California and really cool guys, here is Dave Sorensen, one of our favorite listeners on Triad Today. Dave, you've had another grand adventure. Share the story, please.
Hey, good morning, Mr. G. Yes, so on August the 7th, I traveled out to Los Angeles, California. My little brother lives out there, and we went to go and be on a game show called The Price is Right.
Come on down, Dave Sorensen. All right. So, Dave, you got in the studio. You got to go, right?
That's right. Yes, all the way into the studio and had a great time. The energy in the building was fantastic. The cameras, the lights. You know, it's like when I watch it on my TV, it's like walking into your TV and just like everything's right there in front of you. It was just so surreal to see it all come to life and see Drew Carey walk out behind the doors and all the models, Manuela and Rachel Reynolds and all of them to just kind of appear.
So, Dave, I got to know, is Drew Carey pretty cool guy?
Jeffrey, he is one of the greatest celebrities, most down-to-earth celebrities that I have ever met.
Oh, that's cool.
He's so genuine. I got to spend a little bit of time, 30 minutes with him after the show went off the air, behind the stages, and me and my little brother, who I was with during this, left just with our jaw dropped at what a nice human being he was.
Oh, isn't that great? Doesn't that make you feel good when you hear good stuff like that? So, Dave, for years, for generations, we've been watching The Price is Right, and lots of people, families, groups, will have matching shirts or outfits. Did you and your little brother go that route? Did you get matching shirts?
We did, yes. So you can go on Amazon, and on Amazon, they've got a Price is Right store, and they've got several T-shirts that you can pick from, and we chose black. It was a black T-shirt, and we wore gray pants that matched up with it. I love matching my outfits up. That's one big thing. And I put on my lucky pair of tennis shoes. I love tennis shoes. I'm a tennis shoe guy, so I put on my lucky pair of tennis shoes, and I crossed my fingers, and we went and interviewed and dressed up and did all the things there in the Price is Right studio.
All right, so Dave, the show that you got to attend the taping, do you know when that's going to air so the rest of us can watch and see if we can pick you out?
Yes, sir. So it's going to actually be on tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. on CBS, and you can stream it, YouTube, all that. And if you actually don't have cable and you can't watch it, you can actually go on CBS.com. And on CBS.com, there's a search bar, and you can type in The Price is Right. And I think an hour or two after the show airs, all these shows will eventually appear there, and you can watch it there, even if you don't have TV.
All right, so tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. on CBS, our very own Dave Sorensen. You got to pick him out. See if you can find Dave. Now, is your little brother little, or is he a big little brother?
He's a big little brother.
He's a big. So Dave and a guy taller than Dave in matching black Price is Right T-shirts. See if you can find them in the crowd tomorrow. Dave, I got to ask, when they're filming, I know the show broadcasts an hour, but what is a filming session? Is that like 2 or 3 hours? Give me a ballpark.
No, Drew he's fantastic with it. It's actually an hour, and they cut to commercials just like they do on TV. And during that 2 or 3 minutes, Drew is actually, he's on stage doing comedy. He's engaging with the audience. He walks down, gets to know the audience during those 2 or 3 minutes, and then he pops right back up. And it's like a well-oiled machine. It's just a 3-minute break, and that hour taping probably took an hour and 3 minutes. I mean, they had it. Are you kidding me?
I would have never guessed that. Oh, that's incredible. Well, you're right. They've been at it long enough. They've got it down to a science. So, all right, Dave Sorensen in the audience. The Price is Right. Check it out tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. So I'm going to commandeer the TV here in the studio after the big show tomorrow. I'll come back in with my popcorn so I can sit and watch. Dave, what a great, I'm going to start. I want to go on your next adventure, okay?
Oh, Mr. G, you are always more than welcome. And can I give when you're watching the TV, I'm sitting on the left-hand side and the show starts at 11 a.m. I would really, really love if people turned it on at like 10:57 or 10:58, because I don't want them to miss anything right when that show starts. Wink, wink, nod, nod. When that TV show starts, they call 4 people down. And I don't want you to miss one of those 4 people, because one of those 4 people could be me.
You never know. 10:56 tomorrow morning. Be in front of the TV, CBS for The Price is Right with Dave Sorensen. Dave, I got to get. Good luck. I'll talk with you later, buddy.
Come on down.
Dave Sorensen, The Price is Right. Folks, just a reminder, you tired of the same old holiday routine? Are you ready to make a difference while having fun? Join the YMCA of Northwest North Carolina for the 42nd annual Mistletoe Run. It's a half marathon, a 5K, and a 1-mile fun run, all rolled up together. Literally something for everybody. They got bounce houses, music, mascots, even donuts at the finish line. Proceeds support youth programs like swim lessons and summer camps. It is the season to give back and get active. Register now at YMCANWNC.org and make your holiday run unforgettable. That's going to do it for the big show. Christian and I will see you in the morning, bright and early, 7 a.m. News, talk, sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Open enrollment for health insurance starts in October. Learn how to avoid Medicare scams.